for joining the Syndicate Network and your host, Skywalker the Jedi. Skywalker the Jedi.
Yo, what's going on, y'all? It is your boy Skywalker the Jedi back at y'all with another one. Y'all could be anywhere else in the world right now, but you're here with me rocking out, and I appreciate that. Much love, y'all. Much love, y'all. We about to get to it. We are about to get to it. Cannot wait to have this discussion with you guys. This should be a whole lot of fun. And we about to get to it, Joe. We about to get to it. I just noticed that my thing wasn't all blacked out like it's supposed to be. Had to get that right. Much love, y'all. Shout out to everybody that will be watching this live and everybody that will be catching this on the replay as well. This should be a very fun stream. We about to be in here celebrating the 2-year anniversary of Sales ESJL to Netflix / Sales Snyderverse to Netflix. This is a little bit after the 2-year anniversary, but as you guys know, that was in the loop. I was a little under the weather, so to speak, still recovering from my surgery around that time. So we found some time to do it tonight. You dig? So we're going to get to it. And much love, y'all. We're going to have a whole lot of fun, I promise y'all. And we're going to kind of recap this whole thing, right? We're going to talk about it since its inception to today, exactly what we've accomplished, exactly what we've done, right? And what we're going to be looking to do going into the future as well. And hopefully people that do not or that are not really familiar with what we do, hopefully y'all will see, hey man, these guys been making some headway. What they've been saying makes sense, right? And I'll be opening the panel up a little bit later in the stream. And anybody that wants to jump in, y'all can jump in and say y'all peace, you dig? Let's say what's up to everybody in the chat. We got Dennis Medina, much love homie, aka GDI, Geek Defense Initiative. We got Bat Dan's thoughts, saying happy anniversary to Sale. Much love, Bat Dan. Thank you for being here. Much love to the homie, the Curly Ray as well. We was on Marvel Rivals earlier. Shouts out to the homie, the Curly Ray, aka Rebel Moon Theory. You dig? Then it says, by the way, I took the liberty to invite my friend Eric to come see the stream. He is a big Snyderverse fan as well. Hey, much love to Eric G. I do be starting the streams a little late, but hey, whenever that happens, just know that literally what I'm doing is I'm backstage getting more stuff for you guys. Every time that the stream is running late, that's what's happening. I'm backstage getting some more stuff for you guys because I'm always thinking of stuff to add in last minute, and then I got to go find it, but it makes for better content, if I do say so myself. We got the homie Michael in the building. What's going on, Michael? Thank you for being here. We got Bat Dan's thoughts in the building. What's going on, Bat Dan? Thank you for being here, bro. We got Alan Belk saying there was a freaking HBO Max commercial at the start of this live stream. Hey, they trying to get them subs, bro, however they can. You dig? However they can. It don't matter if it's putting stuff over, hey, they should be putting stuff over here because way more people got Netflix than got HBO Max. So, and who we rock with. We got Mama Bear Dog in the building. Thank you for being here, Mama Bear. We appreciate you being in the chat as always, right? He said Max idiots, right? Yeah. Who else is in here? We got Sin Havoc 5150 saying, well. Shouts out to Grace Randolph, right? For sure. We got Sean Franklin in the building. What's going on, Sean Franklin? Chat jumping, man. What's up, D Broderick? How you doing? All right, yeah, we're gonna get to it. Yeah, thank you. Right, we got the Prime in the building. What's going on, Prime? Yeah, Sales Snyderverse and Sales ESJL to Netflix. Right. He said, Sky, I'm still recovering from that amazing Xbox developer direct. Doom, The Dark Ages, and Ninja Gaiden 4 look amazing. Bro, I tried to go live. As y'all know, I was gonna live stream it, but my computer totally like just was going haywire, you know, right before that thing was supposed to start. And it was just something where I had to do like a recorded reaction, but it was all good though. Right. We got Frank C in the building. What's going on, Frank C? Much love. Thank you for being here. We got Josh Herrera, the often imitated but never duplicated. You got Daniel in the building. What's going on, Daniel? How you feeling? Right? Yeah. Hold up. My bad. We got G Rob in the building. Who else is in here? All right, and I think I'm all caught up. Much love, everybody. Y'all, let's get through this rigmarole so we can get started with the show. You dig? As you guys know, or now about to know, we are on the road to 5K, trying to hit 5,000 subs by the end of the year. Make sure you guys are smashing that like button, the subscribe, hitting that notification bell, so that you know when I'm going live and when I'm dropping something, because YouTube got a funny way. Sometimes it lets y'all know, sometimes it don't, right? So make sure you guys are smashing all that stuff, and you got the greatest chance of knowing what's going on over here at all times. If you did not know, now you do. We are the originators, the founders, the CEOs, the creators, whatever you want to call it, of the hashtag Sales ESJL and Sales Snyderverse to Netflix movement. Don't let anybody tell you different. We got the receipts over here. We are the creators, the founders, and the real engine for this thing, right? So if you're trying to get that conclusion of Zack Snyder's DC arc over on the Netflix platform, we ask that you guys rock out, because these hashtags have been the vehicle for us trying to get there, right? And it's about as simple as that. We only ask 3 rules of engagement while using these hashtags on social media, and that is be positive, as it is the current home of all of Zack Snyder's original projects, and they've really been rocking out with his fan base, as I'm going to show throughout this stream, because they've been rocking out with us heavy. You know what I mean? So we want to reciprocate that energy. Also, we ask that you guys don't mix these hashtags with others, as we're trying to keep the messaging as focused and effective as possible for the algorithm. And lastly, but certainly not least, please do not tag, mention, quote, tweet, reply to, or anything like that anybody over at WBD, which is including but not limited to James Gunn, as we're trying to exclusively have this conversation with Netflix. Us following these 3 rules of engagement have been really the reason why we've been able to be so successful and gain so much ground and have so much momentum. And yeah, if you can follow those 3 rules of engagement, you can rock out with us, and it's all good. ZSJL to Netflix on YouTube and X are also platforms that you should be following and subscribe to. If you would like to sponsor a stream, when you guys give super chats, they are tallied up, and whoever donates the most will have their name scrolling across the bottom of one of these streams, just like the homie King Ulmer of MOA does for this stream. And lastly, but certainly not least, we got a 2/14 trending day coming up soon, where we're going to be pushing these hashtags and talking all stuff Zach. Should be a very great day. Very much so looking forward to that. Make sure you guys are tapped in, looking for that. So let's go ahead and let's see what's going on with the chat, and then we'll get started with everything. Right? Yes, he said anniversary. It's our anniversary. Hey, it's our anniversary. Hey, what's going on? Right? Do you know what today is? What's going on, Sin Habit? Yeah, man. Y'all be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Yeah, dig? So on the road to 1 million subs. For sure. Right. We got Daniel saying, hey, Sky, what's your football team? Man, look, just with sports, period. Like, I'm way too competitive, and I play basketball and football growing up at a high level, mind you. Both at a high level, right? So I just more so I really rock with all the great players, and I hate everybody that I think sucks. If you're bad at your position or I think you suck, I don't like you. And if you're great, then I think you're dope. So I can watch any 2 teams play football, I can watch any 2 teams play basketball, and I can literally like find entertainment in whatever game that I'm watching. So yeah, it's hard for me to like really pin down and say I have a favorite team. Growing up in football, it was like a few teams that I was like really, really rocking with. I was really rocking with the Packers back when Sterling Sharp was playing there. I really liked the Cowboys when Emmitt Smith and all them was there. Like, it's just, yeah, man, it's just too much. I just love all the great players, man. That's real talk. We got Wayne T. Carr in the building. Man, what's going on, Wayne T. Carr? If y'all don't know, this is Zack Snyder's own Green Lantern in the chat. You know what I mean? Hold up. Let me bring the homie up. The first guest of many that will probably be popping up on this stream. We got the homie, right? The one that's been rocking out since the beginning. You know what I mean? Literally, like since the inception of this thing. He's even part of the brain trust that was helping me as I was kind of like trying to materialize this thought in my head, right? So much love to the homie. We got Apex Leon in the building. What's going on, Apex Leon? How you feeling, Brody?
Happy anniversary.
Do you know what
Today is? It's our anniversary. Right?
Right?
They don't know nothing about that.
What is going on with my puppy?
Harley. She said, what is that noise?
Harleen Quinzel. Yes, that is her name.
Word. Man, I'm feeling great. It's a cold Saturday night down under, down south. Rocking out. Ready to get it started, ready to party. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Hey, how you feel about Wayne T. Carr being in the chat, bro? One of the first people that really rocked out with the sale movement, just to keep it a buck.
Might be the first big name.
Right.
So shout out to you, Wayne T. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to you, brother. Appreciate you giving us that boost that we needed on the first trending day, man. That was really dope.
Bruh, crazy, bro. Yeah. Shout out to Wayne T. Carr, right? Yeah. Much love.
Salute to the chat. I see y'all.
Yeah. Everybody in the chat having a good time. Mama Bear said Harley is celebrating too. Oh, yeah. Right.
For sure.
Yeah, Harley. Man, but before we get really started like talking about everything, you have any like opening thoughts that you want to share as we kind of discuss the whole thing, man, and it's just how people have rocked out and just whatever's on your mind, sir?
Man, it's just cool to be a part of something like this and to be able to continue the conversation, an evolved version of the conversation. You know, this fandom has been through many ups and downs, lately a lot of ups. And so it's just really cool to be a part of something from day one and to have Sky having trusted me, you know, when he was processing everything, and for me to be able to lend my skills and my thoughts and my opinions to the whole thing. And it's cool that Sky has given me the amount of credit that he's given me. You know what I mean? Like, I think that's real cool because, you know, I've seen situations play out to where no matter who's next to somebody, and we've seen
Leon ain't had nothing to do with it, y'all. I did it all by myself. It was just me. Ain't nobody helped me.
It was me. You know. But yeah, we've seen it in the fandom where like people have kind of turned their backs for clout or just for weird movements. So, you know, it's dope that the two people, of course there are more, right? But the two people who were kind of like shoulder to shoulder with this thing, we've never wavered, man. Oh, wow. Yeah. Look at that. Sin Havoc says we didn't waver. Yeah. Took the words right out of my mouth, man. We never wavered. And so you guys didn't either. You guys that are here, I see a lot of familiar faces that were here since day one as well. So shout out to you guys, and some new ones that have come along and that have been rocking out since. That's dope too. You know, you guys are the lifeblood of this. If not for you guys believing in what we're doing and what we do, this will be nothing, man. You know, and shout out, I always say this, shout out to Forbes, yo. Shout out to Forbes, because
We about to talk about that in 1 second too, dog. But
yeah.
For
Now I'm
sure,
not going to
for
get
sure.
all in depth, but just yet. But man, talk about ahead of the curve, as they usually are when it comes to the matters of business, money, entrepreneurship. You know, they know where the money is. They know where good ideas can flourish into something prosperous. So shout out to Forbes.
Yeah, shout out to Forbes. Shout out to Forbes, right? But yeah, let's go ahead and let's get started with this whole conversation because it has been a long road, man. And it's not been without its obstacles and without its trials and tribulations, right? We've definitely gone through a lot of bumpy patches. But honestly, I think that anything worth having, anything worth getting is gonna come with its challenges, right? Like I feel like
Definitely.
the more like the bigger the prize, the more arduous the journey, right? So
Absolutely.
it's been dope, but yeah, like I came up with this idea and really cooked it uh in incubator with a couple of the homies, right? I have said before, and I will continue to say this. This idea came from a combination of me, one, having a little bit of early insight that Henry Cavill was going to be out as Superman, and I was able to kind of process that, or Leon was too. We were both kind of able to process that a lot earlier than the general
Definitely.
public was, right? So when that happened, it just kind of put me in a different mindset. And I think that once I saw the reaction to the to to the news, it really bummed me out because not only was I hurt, and a whole bunch of you guys were, and a whole bunch of the world was hurt too, as well. Um, you know, it, it really kind of it seemed to take a long time for people to be trying to. I mean, that grieving process was pretty extended, wouldn't you say? So, like, it was like the more
Definitely.
that kind of went on, and I was seeing like how angry and upset that everybody was. I just really just had that thought, like, man, this cannot be the end, bro. Like, we cannot go out like this. And it was from recognizing that from a grand scheme of things, our situation hadn't really changed. Even though Henry Cavill was out as Superman, I was like, hey, nothing's really changed because they still, I mean, it's not like they wanted to make the movie in the first place, right? So I'm like, if they didn't want to make the movie in the first place, like nothing's changed. It's just a situation where, hey, maybe as this one door closes, another one may open. And so I was able to kind of incubate what I wanted this to kind of look like. And then when I unveiled it on on a live stream, what was that, January 3rd in 2003, the homie Leon, in his great wisdom, just put that second hashtag in there with the first one, right? And it really helped button up a lot of things that could have put or would have become a problem later. And so that's also one of the reasons why this man has been so vital to what we've done, is because it's really been a situation where we've had to kind of plug a lot of holes as this thing has gone on. And that was one of the initial things that was just very, very big for what we were going to do.
Oh yeah, 100%, man. And again, appreciative of you highlighting that because people like to say like the first hashtag, oh, it's useless. The second one does it all. We should just be hashtagging #sell and using, and it's like no. The first one is a very specific message, the one that Sky came up with, which is the crux of the whole idea, which is the selling of Zack Snyder's Justice League to Netflix. If you don't get that over there, then it'd be kind of interesting if they were to build off of the universe without buying that first. That'd be interesting, right? Kind of reverse. But when you see that ZSJL over on Netflix, it's a wrap.
Absolutely.
And you know what I mean? And that first hashtag, like we've said in the past so many times, it represents the sequels.
Yeah.
It's just a smoother way of saying, instead of saying sell ZSJL 2 to Netflix, sell ZSJL 3 to this, sells like ZSJL, that's everything. You know what I mean?
Everything,
that's
bro.
2,
Zack
3,
Snyder's Justice League, whatever.
Yeah,
like, the whole
what I
thing.
mean?
The whole kit and caboodle.
Facts. And so when he was saying what he was saying on the stream, and I was like, man, the rules of two. I was like, boom. And it was just like kind of like
I should have known about the rule of two, Leon. I should have known.
Being a Skywalker, right?
I should have known. Hey, there's always two, bro.
Right. And within a millisecond, no more, bro, I was like, no less. I was on it. And I was like, yeah, we got to fill that in because I saw it, man. I was like, and look, this isn't me knocking any of the other stuff like the release this, the restore that, the make this, the bring back that. Shout out to Nessa. Shout out to you, sister. And no knock to any of those hashtags, man. It's always just been about, which hashtags were effective, which hashtags had a better rating. It was a lot of different things that mattered, especially in the exception of all this, when they pretty much try to destroy our fandom, you know what I mean, through PR bullshit, and every number of different things. So I saw interference coming, and I saw a drowning out of Sky's idea very quickly within like a millisecond. And I was like, nah, we can kill all that with the second hashtag. And that's what we did, because it's never not been the conversation, because y'all can look at it how you want to look at it. The first hashtag, the second hashtag, it's still the same idea. You can snatch the word Netflix, you could put Paramount, you could snatch Paramount, you could put Amazon, you could snatch Amazon, put Tubi. The idea is what Sky said, which is to license as a property, as an IP, as a brand, as a whatever, however they want to frame it, selling Zack Snyder's DC universe to a third-party platform. Netflix was the platform chosen for obvious reasons. You know what I mean? So, yeah, it's always been a battle of semantics. But Sky and myself, man, along with the other team, the rest of the team, we've never tripped about all that shit. We just kind of ironed out some of the conversations along the way, and then after a while, we were like, "Screw all that." Hey, you want to play dumb? Play dumb. We ain't gonna play with you. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And speaking of that, I want to take this time to shout out the rest of the Syndicate Network, man.
Absolutely.
Shout out the good Austin. Shout
the producer.
W Necron. You know what I'm saying?
The Flames.
The entire Syndicate Network, dog.
Absolutely.
The entire Syndicate Network. Man, you guys have been the backbone of this thing, yo. You guys have been why we've been able to brave some of these waters.
Definitely.
Right? And we would not be here without y'all, for sure. But let's get into a couple of these things, just like what he was talking about. The Forbes article, right? Let's talk about the Forbes article, because this was key. This was a major key, right? Let's get this on here. Let's see when it puts it. There you go. WBD selling DCEU Snyderverse to Netflix. Netflix is surprisingly the best option. Yo, I don't mean no disrespect. You know what I mean? I really don't. But unless y'all got Forbes out here writing about what y'all doing, I don't be wanting to hear nothing, y'all. Like, I don't be wanting to hear it. And this was just the beginning. Right?
Yeah. And I just have a question to some of the people who kind of...
Yeah,
right, cool. I can hear.
Because I can't see nothing on my screen right now. My screen has went completely white. So I had to make sure. Can you guys still see me? Cool?
Yeah, you're good. I can see you. And I can see the article, everything.
Okay, I just can't see nothing. All right, cool.
Well, shout out to StreamYard for holding it down for Sky. Shout out to StreamYard. Real quick, I was just gonna say,
right?
I was gonna say, jumping off what you said, man. Like, no offense, but like, I'm just gonna elephant in the room, I guess. If you restore it, where's it gonna go? You know, Warner Brothers isn't gonna do anything. So that's another reason why the whole semantics battle with all these different things. And, you know, use whatever hashtags y'all want. Talk about how talk about it however you'd like, but you know, where are you going to restore? We just cut out the middleman conversation and just said we told everybody exactly where we want it. I think that's a better conversation. It's always been that. Not that I'm trying to make that this, but I think that's what Forbes was trying to tell everybody too. You know what I mean?
They said an evolution. They said it right here. This latest sales ZSJL to Netflix, sales Snyderverse to Netflix hashtag trend is an evolution of the Snyderverse and Snyder Cut movement as it adapts to the fact WBD's newly created DC Studios is moving on from previous iterations of the DCEU under the leadership of co-CEOs James Gunn and Peter Safran. Bro, they let y'all know this was like, what, a week and a half, not even a week and a half after the hashtags got put out.
And they understood the assignment in record time, bro. That's crazy. Look, and they use both hashtags. Isn't that crazy?
Crazy.
They use both, and they told y'all.
StreamYard, let me back. All right.
Wow, man, that's cool, man. Shout out to them. I damn near want to read the whole article if it's not long.
Right? Hold on one second. He says, you cannot restore, therefore you must sell. This is the way. Mikey's own words. Mikey was right. Bro, why do I feel like Bret Hart mixed with Shawn Michaels right now, bro?
Damn, that's quite the mix. Michael, Shawn Hart, good night.
Oh my God, bro. Crazy. Hey, crazy.
That's
bro.
crazy.
That's how I'm feeling right now, bro.
Sound like Kenny Omega, to be honest.
Oh my God. Man,
he left it open. I had to take it.
Yo, Kenny Omega is not, bro.
What?
Kenny's nice.
You wild,
that's crazy.
Bro. You wild.
Bret Hart mixed with Shawn Michaels?
Yes, bro. Are you kidding? The selling power, the ability to sell move sets like a Kenny with the technical expertise of a Canadian god of a wrestler. That sounds like Kenny Omega to me, bro. Oh no, man. Oh no, bro.
Oh my God, bro. Oh my God.
Oh,
bro. This is hilarious, right? Yes. Oh my God. Shout out to Rock Talks with the $10 Canadian saying shout out to Sky and Leon and everyone in the ZSSM, which stands for Zack Snyder Cell Movement. Been a minute since I've been able to catch the stream live these days. Keep fighting the fight, ladies and gents. Man, much love to Rock Talks. Thank you for stopping.
Shout out to you, Rock Talks.
Support. He is also somebody that's been rocking out for quite some time. Let me go ahead and find a drop to play for Rock Talks, man. Here we go.
Good evening. We, the unwilling, led by the unknowing, are doing the impossible for the ungrateful. We have done so much for so long with so little. We are now qualified to do anything with nothing.
Shout out Rock Talks. You there? Sky, you frozen?
You said Kenny Omega. Let me stop this camera. Yeah, can you guys hear me?
Yep, loud and clear.
All right, cool. Yeah. I'm like, let me stop this camera and see if it'll help out a little bit. Because yeah, this computer's acting crazy. But yeah, man, this article was like not even a week and a half, man, into everything. And yeah, it pretty much broke down the entire thing to begin with, right? Very early on, yo. So for anybody that's been you've been acting confused when Forbes gave y'all
Yeah, you having sound troubles.
a blueprint January 12th, 2020. Man, I'm having sound trouble too. Man, what's going on, dog? Anyway, hold up. Let me see if this will help. Can you take over for a second, Leon?
Yes, sir. All right, let me see if I can let me pull up this article on my end real quick. Actually, let me dip into the chat because I saw some comments that I wanted to highlight. I saw some love for Kenneth Jerome Omega. Let me see. Where is it at? We got Sin Havoc saying both hashtags. That's right. Forbes did use both. We got Sin Havoc dropping some truth. Kenny Omega is better than HBK. Dang! Yo. Man, he said it, not me, man. He said it, not me. Omega would destroy HBK. Hey, again, he said it, not me. You know what I'm saying? And mind you, HBK is Mr. WrestleMania. Yeah, man, that he is. Shout out to Mama Bear. Yeah, I mean, look, we are asking for, honestly, I think with Cell, it's not that we're just asking for like one project per se. We're asking for it to be Zack Snyder, Zack and Debbie, live action, and let the man cook. You know what I mean? And I've said so many times, Sky as well, that, the different projects can be however you want to make it, man. If you want it to be, let's say, like a mini series that leads up into a movie, it could be a day in the life of these characters. It could be whatever. Just get creative. It doesn't necessarily have to just jump into a film. It could be a different projects that lead into the sequel to Justice League 2. You know what I'm saying? It could be whatever. I think that's the beauty of why ZSSM works, is that ZSSM, we didn't come with very, very specific demands. Like, well, not what we did. What we didn't come up with, what we did not come up with was a bunch of different
ransom notes.
Thank you. Where it's like, we need this, we want this many movies, we got to have this. I went on record, and I always take the heat of like things when I say wild shit, because I'm like, cool, I'll take that. I was like, you can recast everybody. The demands, quote unquote, were Zack and Debbie, live action, let them cook. That's what it was. You know what I'm saying? Those three things. And so it could come out however they make it come out. If the whole cast is like, I don't know if I could do it, and Zack is like, well, I got these young new actors that want to come on board, guys. And I got this Elseworld thing, but whatever. What I'm trying to say is we've never shackled our fandom, this version of the fandom, this evolved messaging to any sort of idea of a ransom note, like it's got to be this or else, because I think that's one of the things that held back what we were doing before as a fandom, where it was so many dumbass specifics for no reason.
Yeah.
So yeah, welcome back, brother.
Yeah, for sure, man. You know, I think I had like a lot of tabs open, and I think
I was gonna ask you that.
Yeah, I think it just because I pretty much had like all the articles that we was gonna discuss, and then a couple more stuff, and it was just like, yo, this is too much, homie.
Nah, I feel you.
But yeah, man, I'm so happy to be here, yo, celebrating this stuff. As y'all saw, Forbes understood the assignment very early. So anybody that's been acting confused as to like what's been going on, they let you know in early January 2023 exactly what the mission was, and it literally hasn't changed since. Nothing's changed. All we've continued to do is just innovate on how we create engagement for Netflix to let them know that there's a sizable subscriber base that's ready and willing to engage with the content if they're able to acquire that license. So yeah,
well said.
Right. But yo, it's been a lot of stuff that's happened, right? You know, it wasn't just that situation where Forbes has shared their thoughts on what we were doing. There's also been this comicbookmovie.com article where they talked with me personally, right, about this whole thing, and I broke it down. And it's funny how they cut my face out, right? But yeah,
I was gonna you click on the thing to expand it, or is that just how it is?
I think that's just how it is, bro. Let's see. Nope. Visual search, save the collections. Nope. That's just how it is, bro. Crazy how they cut my face out. But anyway,
that's crazy.
But anyway, yeah. But it says right there, YouTube host Skywalker the Jedi. So for anybody that's, oh, is that just another black guy? It says right there, YouTube host Skywalker Jedi. You know what I mean? But yeah, this whole thing was pretty much breaking down exactly what we were about, and they asked me several questions that I think I answered pretty thoroughly. They even asked me, yeah, why do you feel James Gunn isn't giving the Snyderverse fans what they want? Right? Which I even shot him some bail. I said, I think Gunn is doing what he feels is best for DC as a whole, and for that, I can't fault him. But what I will say is that I personally don't think that what he feels is best for DC is actually best for DC.
Hey, professional answer, man.
Yeah.
That's all you can ask for.
I've seen most of his films, and even with me being a fan of the first. Oh, yeah. Uh-huh.
No. I was just going to say that's the truth. Yeah. Go ahead. Go for it. You gave me?
No, I was like, yo, and even I think it's just like a little bit of lag.
Got you. I can hear you though. I can hear you clear.
Right. Yeah.
Real quick, just so I don't stop your flow again, I'm gonna let you cook. I'm gonna just say this. What you said, because I read this article a few times when it came out, man, and it was very professional, bro. Like, even when you were describing him and your opinion about him and his movies and stuff, it was like, I was like, yo, why didn't they just stay out of our way? Why didn't they just, you shouldn't have liked them tweets, bro. Like, all we've been doing is being professional. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. It's crazy.
Yep. I'm like, even with me being I've seen most of his films, and even with me being a fan of the first Guardians film and Slither, I just don't believe his style will translate well with these types of characters. I think the box office earnings of the Suicide Squad reflected that. It was a big loss for the studio at a time when other films like Jungle Cruise were bringing in revenue. We're not in opposition to James Gunn doing his own thing with DC. In fact, we encourage it. Our campaign is only interested in letting Netflix know they have that they have a sizable subscriber base that is ready to engage with any project allowing Zack to finish his DC arc. We've completely moved our conversation from Warner's over to Netflix, and we'll keep our efforts focused there. We only ask that any future DCU box office results not be attributed with our movement or the Zack Snyder fandom, and for it to be judged on its own merits. Dog. Woo, man. I remember that.
You
Right?
cannot.
Ain't it crazy how they, huh?
Now they're gonna see you can't get any more professional than that, bro. Like it's laid out plain and clear. Like we, with respect to what you're doing, we're asking for this, you know.
For sure. Yeah. So we've been over here making a little bit of noise. Right? And it don't even stop there. We got the homie W Mir with the $5 super chat saying Gunn is the Uncle Ruckus of comic book movie directors. If you know.
That's funny.
Oh my god, bro. This is crazy. We're gonna start opening the panel up in a little bit too and allowing some people to come up. A few people at a time. Let me go ahead and give you this drop in W Mirror.
You see this all the time at the level of a top producer who, between them or separately, will make flop after flop after flop after flop. I'm not going to name them, but I know who they are. And they're not all American either. And they still get paid huge sums of money for being in films that nobody wants to see. And producers make pictures out of which they take enormous sums of money. And the films, again, are not films people want to see. They're always going to blame somebody else. Always. Not their fault. No, you were the one who said, or whatever. And there's a word for that. It's called upward failure. You see it all the time.
Bro, that's one of my favorite drops, bro.
Yeah,
no. You said, right?
Professionally got cooked. Whoever.
No. You said you wanted the trunks on the outside of the suit, right?
No. You said you wanted to cast younger, even though you didn't.
Much love, man. Yo, but he said, see what happens when you actually read the full article instead of reading the headline or first sentence. Reading it.
For real, bro.
Right? Nah, that's hilarious. But bro, yeah, it's like it's crazy. I look back on that answer, and I'm so glad that I put that on Wax, dog, because like it's so true. All we're asking for is that we get what we want over on the Netflix platform, and really, we just don't want any box office failures, bro. Like, you know, to be put on us. It's like, why keep blaming the Zack Snyder fans that you apparently moved on from? Like, it makes no sense.
Yeah, it doesn't. It never made any sense. You know what I mean? When he came on board, he called us fractious. And then when we came together, they called us wacky. It was like, you just want us to shut up and twerk. And we're not doing that, and we're never doing that. And it's just that simple, you know?
Can't do it, man. Nah, it's been a long road, man. Like, we've been here, we've been rocking out. It's been a lot of things that even came after that. We're gonna start highlighting some of those articles in a little bit, but I want to kind of talk about Full Circle for 1 second, and then we'll start kind of opening up the panel a little bit. Full Circle was also a moment, man, where we were kind of able to really make a mark, and really kind of plant our flag as the as the new campaign, right? Because even before that, like, it was still a lot of backlash that we were getting, even though we were getting the support of like a Wayne T. Carr, Zach liking all these posts with the hashtags and all that stuff on it, right? On Vero.
Definitely.
There was all these things that was happening that would kind of point to us having a little bit of validity in what we were doing, but yet we were still getting a lot of pushback from other people within the, you know, the greater kind of fan base or whatever, right? So Full Circle was really a full circle moment, right? Where we were able to kind of plant our flag and really have a big impact at, you know, what was at that time, and maybe even since, like the biggest Zack Snyder event ever, right?
Definitely.
Like, so with that being said, yeah, because even with everything that's happened, I don't know of anything that's really like been able to top Full, because that, man,
that was the biggest one, man, because he actually played Zack Snyder's Justice League in a theater in IMAX. You don't get any bigger than that.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Yeah.
Everybody
So
saying otherwise.
Yeah, man. So when it was at a time where we really thought that like, hey, we should be getting a lot of love from the larger parts of the fan base, after we kind of put out what we put out that weekend, that's when things, you know, really seem to shift, right? Where I put out the poster, right? Oh my God.
Yep.
I didn't even, hold on 1 second. Let me pull that up, because y'all know I gotta bring that poster pic back. The infamous one that broke the internet. Right. But as I pull that up, you want to kind of talk about Full Circle and the fallout from that and what you kind of experienced?
Oh, absolutely, man. I remember doing all my traveling to come out there. That was pretty cool. Visiting people in California, because I used to live out there, being military and everything. And then meeting you. Yeah, that was our first time meeting. That was Full Circle. And then coming out to meet you and Shill at the time. And it was cool, man. Once, you know, skipping a lot of details, just going into when that moment occurred. Like, if you Sky, if you don't ask Zack Snyder that question, you know, the fire that we had started, it just kind of remains like a warm ember, right? It's kind of, okay, it's there. We see it. Everybody's chatting about it. It just kind of remains this very loud, growing conversation on the internet. When you break that wall and you ask the man himself, Zack Snyder, would he continue? And he says in a very detailed way, yes, of course. It definitely, the flames went higher, because that was a lot of the questions we were getting were, you know, basically, why start this when the DCU is being made, right? That was the first question. The other question was, Zack Snyder, does he even want to come back? No, he doesn't. He's moved on. And then the third one was, if Netflix can even afford it, why would they want to do it? They don't want to do it. So those were like three big major things. And the first one we killed with the Forbes article and all the other articles and just our passion. And then the first thing here, Snyderverse Sell It, that was like the first wink that Zach did when Sky told him to sign his poster, or asked him to sign a poster. You know, he could have.
Oh, wait, hold up, real quick. We got to hold up. You know, we kept the file.
Yeah.
Hold up. Let's go ahead and play that real quick, and
definitely.
Then, let's see what happened on this eventful day.
Oh man! Look, we are approaching the man himself, Zack Snyder. Zack, yo, big huge fan, yo. If you could sign for me, and it would make my entire life, Zack. If you could sign the hashtags that I put out, sell ZSJL to Netflix and sell Snyderverse. Yo. Woo! Hey, is he gonna? don't know. I don't know. Yo. Oh my God. Ah, yes. Yes. I love it. I love it. Thank you so much, Zach. You're amazing, sir. Can't wait to be here tomorrow and to finish this whole thing out. Exciting. Yes. For sure. Yo.
Bruh, I was back here laughing because y'all don't know. Zach was playing that moment up so much, yo. He kept like pump faking with the pen. He was like, and I was like, is he gonna do it? I'm like, bro, what a moment, dog. But yeah, like once this happened, everybody got mad, bro. Everybody got mad.
Everybody started trying to say like just weird shit. It was so funny, man. That's why, like, in hindsight, none of the bullshit ever matters. But when you're going through it, right? When you're going through the thick of it, it's like
it seems crazy.
It seems crazy, right? Like, oh, Sky lied, or he tricked. First, it was you tricked him, then you lied. Then Zach didn't sign it, then he did, but he felt bad, so he put that in it. It was all these weird narratives.
Oh, he only signed it because he asked him to. I was like, oh, so if I'd asked him, hey, in-game is better than ZSJL, y'all think he'd have signed that shit? Like,
right. You had goofball, what can I call Wonder Bitch, Samuel Queen, whatever the fuck that thing used to be. I don't know. That idiot was trying to act like you were lying, and then you got our movie Popcorn Bucket acting like a goofball.
For sure.
It's so lame, bro. Getting through all that, you get to the question, right? So it's like, all right, say what you want about Zach signing a poster, right? Which he did, right? Say what you want about that. Which, before I even get to the big, reveal thing about the question, man, us three, I'll even include Shill's lame ass. We were excited, man, bro. Remember I broke my phone case? I ran across the street, bro. Like, I was like, what?
Apparently, and it seemed to be true. Somebody was like, yeah, this should be all y'all need.
Yes.
Right? This should be all y'all need right here.
That's what was power it on.
Hey, and it was kind of true.
Right. But Sky was on a mission, man. That brother was like, I'm about to ask this dude the question. And like, God bless Sky, man. Because, bro, the man got a pair, man. Like, I don't think a lot of people would do what Sky's done, bro. I know I would have, obviously, because I was right there. That's why, like, I look at him and I'm like, yo, man, we cut from a similar cloth. Because I don't know too many people that wouldn't have fumbled all this shit. And a lot of stuff, the vast majority of the stuff Sky was doing was like off the cuff, bro, like just off the dome type shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, and you need somebody like that on your side who can just go off the dome and doesn't need like coaching and shit. Like, obviously, I lend my expertise and my wisdom here and there, and we have conversations quite a bit. But like, I don't need to be like, hey Sky, what are you doing? What are you doing? Where are you going? What are you doing? What are you doing? Where are you going? Sky's a totally autonomous man, do whatever the hell he wants, and you just trust when he's doing it. Gets up in the Superman suit, asks the question of all questions, and Zack Snyder answers in thorough detail, cementing everything right there, man.
Hey, I'm about to play it right now. You know what I mean? Because they said I stole a question. Oh no, they said I stole the mic, even though there was no mic being handed around on my side, right? But let's play. It's actually like these two videos. I'm gonna play them both back to back. But let's get to it.
Like t-shirt, third row in. This is like no good. I need like a laser pointer. What is this going on? Raise your hat up in the air. You had a hat in your hand?
Yeah, the one with the cryptic symbolism on it.
Yes, sir. There's a microphone nearby.
Oh yeah, that's
yeah. Is there no mic over there? Oh dear.
It's a black shirt.
How loud can you be?
In the back? Y'all hear me in the back? Yep. This question is for Zack Snyder. Zack, my name is Skywalker the Jedi. I've been on a little bit of a hero's journey myself with you and your projects, right? Seeing this thing here is truly a moment that has brought this entire new sale campaign into a full circle moment, if you will. My question for you, sir, is would you be overjoyed if your stories were able to continue in any form, even if it was on a third party outside of WBD?
Listen, that's a good question. I think it's fair and it's exciting. And look, I love the world, and obviously, I've not put a small amount of effort into into this mythology. And we have done not also a small amount of work toward what the eventualities of these scenarios might be. As far as, I've had an amazingly, my experience with you guys and with this material has been incredibly satisfying, and I couldn't be happier with the way that you guys have been able to dig in. We always talk about, like, you want to go deep on these movies and on this mythology, it's there for you, right? And so, yes, would I be interested in whatever medium or whatever way these ideas would get to you? Of course I would.
Yeah.
So yeah, and in the meantime, we forge ahead and do what we do. And so, like that, but yes, thank you. But I love this world, and I love these guys that I've gotten to do this with, and it's been amazing. So thank you.
Yeah. Thank you, Zack.
Yeah. Bro,
Yeah.
I be forgetting some of this shit happened, bro. I ain't even gonna.
Bro, what's funny? I'm usually bad about recording shit. You know what I'm saying? I really am. Like, I'm horrible. For example, this past New Year's, I didn't
Shout out to
take
Leon for that video.
hey, no problem. This past New Year's, I didn't take any pictures. I didn't record shit. I was just in the moment partying, man. And like, when I tell you, your boy was suited, tailored up, you know what I'm saying, smelling like sex and money. It was just spectacular, right? I didn't record nothing, bro. That's how I'm in the moment when it comes to life, right? This moment here, it was like, as soon as Sky was ready, I was like, bam. Like, I was just ready to go, bro. Like, it was just almost second nature. Like, bang. Got the whole thing. I was like, oh, this got to be on video. You know what I'm saying? Even though I knew that this was going to be, that this was being broadcast at the time, right? But they didn't catch his question very loudly during the actual, what was it?
There was no mic.
What stream was it? Not AFSP?
I think it was.
Was it AFSP?
I think it was AFSP to have the after thing, if I'm not mistaken.
I think so. It was something like that, but they didn't catch some of the questions because there were no mics. And where we were,
the mic that I stole, by the way.
Right. Like, they had like one mic that was being passed around, and like when it came to our side,
it was on Vero.
Vero, that's what it was.
Yes, Vero.
Vero. Yes. And so, everybody there could hear Sky because, it was quiet and the sound carried, but it didn't really get picked up on the mics. And so I was so glad I recorded it, and everybody was able to kind of connect that answer to the question, all that good stuff, man. And there were so many witnesses there. Like, the scribes, don't forget, the scribes remember, we were all bearing witness to history, and Zack Snyder saying he would love to continue. You know what I'm saying? And then after that, it was like, you can't You can't destroy that. Like the idea is solidified. You have publications like Forbes saying this is great. You know, you have Zach saying, I want to come back, of course. And then the next stuff I'm sure we'll get into, like executives.
Oh yeah, we definitely gonna pull that up. But yeah, you know, and I also want to play this. I'm not gonna play the whole drop because I want y'all to know that everybody in that building knew what I was about to ask Zach. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't think it was a accident that I got picked. You know what I'm saying? Because look, even this happened on Friday.
Real quick, I want to ask you not about the legalities or like the probabilities or anything like that, but can you just speak to the resolve of your fan base that now that we're trying to get this thing sold to a third party?
The fan base has consistently been amazing and consistently, look, regardless of what I think, the fan base has their own ideas and they seem to win.
So that was Friday. He
Yep.
signs the poster on Saturday.
Yep.
And then and we had a conversation before I had even asked
Recorded
that question right there, right? I think I still have that one up here. Well, no, I don't think I have that one up here. But no, I got pictures of us talking before that. So I even everybody that know was like, yo, this dude gonna ask Zach in some other way, in some roundabout way about sale. You know what I'm saying? I was on a mission, dog.
It was a tale of 3 acts. It
I
was
was on a
that
mission
recording,
at Full Circle. Look,
that recording.
I even ran into Hamad, right? I even ran into Hamad. Crazy. I don't think I ever showed that picture. You know what I mean? And shout out Patrick Tatopoulos. You know what I mean? Hey, yeah.
Patrick T.
Oh wait, that's not Patrick, bro. That's
not Patrick.
Richard Citron.
Richard Citron. I was just about to say that. No,
I got a video.
Is the aura-filled
I got a
Batmobile creator.
Bro, I got a video up with Patrick Tatopoulos, and that's why I said that. My bad, y'all. Hold up.
And congratulations to Richard Citron, by the way, who just got recently married.
Shout out to Richard Citron and his newlywed wife. Let me play this video with Patrick T, just so y'all don't think I'm lying.
Hey, thank you. Excuse me. Yo, now I'm about to meet Patrick Tatopoulos, right? Yo, the production designer behind Zach's new stuff, yo. Look, hey, it's Patrick right here. You know what I'm saying? Hey, man. Hey, thank you so much, bro. You did great work on all this stuff, man. Really big fan of your work, sir. Thank you so much. Really big fan of your work. If you could sign that for me, that'd be super dope. We out here. This one as well. Yes. Thank you so much.
Yeah, I had to clear that up. You know what I'm saying? That was a slip of the tongue.
Oh, Patrick.
Right?
Yeah, he was cool. Me and him had such a cool ass conversation.
Yep, he drew a Batmobile on your damn.
Yep, on my poster, man.
But yeah, Full Circle was lit, dog.
Yeah, it was.
Shouts out.
Yeah, it was.
Right.
That was one of my favorite. I think that's literally my favorite fan event that I've ever gone to, other than the Rebel Moon stuff. Because I've been to a bunch of things in my life when it comes to stuff like that. I was there when they announced BVS, and the room was incredibly lit. You know, Hall H. I was there for the fan screening of the BVS trailer, and Zach was in Florida. Yeah, I've been to a few different things. And this, I don't know, man. This was it, man. Full Circle was it.
Yeah, give me 1 second. I'm about to put this link in the chat so that we can start having some people come up here as we continue this conversation.
Definitely. While you do that, you mind if I start talking about the executives?
Nope, we all good. The link is pinned in the chat.
Yeah, so I don't know. And then the last and final, head of the snake that we had to chop off was that question that really wasn't even a question that needed to be answered, because our fandom is not here to be concerned about the cost of doing things, or all those details that producers and executives and shareholders have to be concerned about. We're just fans asking for something, right? So the final question was, well, does Netflix want to do it and can they afford it? And then Scott Stuber comes along and specifically highlights us, a
Absolutely.
specific segment of Zack Snyder's fandom asking for the selling of the Snyderverse to Netflix. And Scott Stuber shouted us out, man, and he said, of course he would. The more Zack, the better. Like, that was really cool, Shout out to him.
Right, yeah. Yeah, nah, shout out to Scott Stuber. Definitely gave us a shot of adrenaline on December 1st, right? Where they shouted out a certain section of the Snyder fandom that had been calling for their movies to be on a Netflix platform. And we all
I think you went frozen again, bro. But yeah, as Sky gets himself together, let me check in with the chat briefly. We got Sin Havoc saying the creator of Ben Affleck's Batmobile, absolutely. And gadgets and full garage and everything. Yeah, Patrick T was dope, bro. He was dope. I like that conversation we had because me and him were just geeking out about Batmobiles, you know what I'm saying? And I think I was telling him how, like, at the time, all I was doing was collecting Batmobiles, and any Batmobile that was not specifically licensed, like, let's say, like Jim Lee's Batmobile that he drew for Batman Hush, like, they don't have that Batmobile. They don't sell that Batmobile in stores.
it's crazy, bro.
I know, that's nuts. They don't sell that Batmobile in stores. And so I had a guy commission a 118 scale version of that Batmobile, Jim Lee's Batman Hush, like shit like that. So me and Patrick talking about stuff like that, and like he just starts drawing freaking Batmobile. That joint was dope.
Right.
But welcome back, Scott.
Yeah. Let's get this show back on the road. Let's get the first homie who was in here, the homie that pulled up to the first annual Syndicate Network meetup, which was is super dope. We got the homie Bat Dan's thoughts in the building. What's going on, Bat Dan? How you feeling today, sir?
Bat Dan.
I'm feeling pumped. I'm feeling pumped. Cell has come a long way. I'm really happy to celebrate this anniversary. And in honor of the anniversary, I wanted to show this off again. When I went to Fan Expo Chicago, I met Sophia Boutella. This is one of the Cell shirts that Austin designed. And if you, I swear the lighting does not do a good job capturing this.
Hold on 1 second. There you go.
Let's see.
Nobody's pawn, you dig?
Yes, nobody's pawn, and it's right above you. Okay, you can kind of see it very lightly, but Sophia Boutella herself signed this. Arcora, the star of Rebel Moon, signed my Cell shirt. So,
hey, which was super dope and a huge thing. So, even even Cora was rocking out, which I think she was gonna be in the Snyderverse anyway. Honestly,
Oh,
I think she was
yeah.
gonna make her way there.
And I think she will. I think she still will, especially now that the campaign is for Netflix and she's already
Right.
working for Netflix.
For sure, for sure. Let's bring the other homie up who pulled up. We got the homie, the Curly Ray in the building. What's going on, Curly Ray? How you feeling today, sir?
Man, I'm doing wonderful. Man, I just want to say that I think it's absolutely amazing how we've come this far, even for you, Sky, you came up to find another way to try to, see a proper conclusion to Zack Snyder's DC universe. And the fact that this movie has made much this progress is just amazing that we've been able to come this far. And, we've made so much progress through this to, full circle to, the Rebel Moon events. And even when Zack Snyder, I believe during one of the stream or not one of the streams, it was when he was in an interview where he was, he was talking about if Netflix owned the rights, then, he would, be down for it. And not only that, Ray Porter, aka Darkseid himself, tweeted out "Sell Snyderverse to Netflix,"
Yes,
and everybody has been rocking out with this stuff. And not only that, through this movement, I got to meet you guys, and I've gotten to do, we've gotten to do wonderful things, by engaging with Netflix. You guys have been able to go to the Rebel Moon events. I myself was able to be in the top 10 best cosplayers during Netflix Geek Week. And not only that, man, like, we've gotten to, even talk to some of the main cast of Rebel Moon, like shout out to Brett Colbert. We've gotten to do all these awesome things. And it's just been dope, and we made so much progress through this movement. And I gotta say, man, that's dope.
Shout out to Brett.
But I just wanted to thank y'all for, continuing to
the crew at War Power.
Yep. I just want to say thank y'all to everyone, not just y'all, but everybody in here for, fighting along with us to get this thing sold and continue to fight for what we believe in.
For sure, for sure. Thank you for coming on the panel, Curly Ray. Much love to you, bro. The next guest that we got pulling up is the one and only Geek Defense Initiative. We got Dennis Medina in the building. What's going on?
Hi, guys.
Dennis?
How are you doing?
How you feeling, bro?
What up?
I'm doing great. Wonderful. 2 years, then let's hope for the hat trick.
Right?
Right. And and by the way, I actually quite sure actually 2026 might be the year of victory. Hey. If at least an announcement. I hope so.
We got a lot of stuff planned for this year. And we're gonna rock out and we're gonna keep doing what we do until the deed is done.
Keep pushing.
Because we already got us getting this thing done and getting these stories out has always been our true north, as I've called it. But once we got the go ahead from Scott Stubert, and I said this the other day, I don't need to keep hearing that they're interested, right? Once they come out and they make that statement once, that's all you need to let me know. So, we just gonna rock out until we hear that it's done. So much love, GDI.
No, I was saying that's real because there really isn't any other property, IP, product, fandom, whatever that has to go through this rigorous, every 2 weeks reminder the way we do. It's kind of funny.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We know that when we hear one thing once, it's like, oh snap, maybe they're cooking something behind the scenes. After that, it's like that's not up to us. All we got to do after that is rock out, continue doing what we're doing, continue to engage, and continue to push the movement. That's that.
Yeah, and I'm sure there's something behind the scenes because I don't want to insult anyone, but it got to be a an idiot by this point to think that Gunn's universe is assured. Hell, I'm pretty sure it's gonna fail. But even if it has any chance of succeeding, like one movie, 90% of the projects are stuff nobody heard about. And look, and let's all be honest, his Superman trailer, I don't want to keep talking about Gunn. I think it's a time for celebration, but let me just go for one thing that I need to say. I'm pretty sure that the Superman Lunacy trailer is a misdirect. So even if all the hype is real, which probably isn't, but even if it is, people go into that movie, they're gonna realize they are being fooled, and they're not gonna come again. And the word is gonna spread, and then the movie's gonna flop.
Yeah. Hey, we shall see. We definitely shall see. Let's bring up the next guest that we have waiting in the back chat. We have the one and only Mama Bear Doll pulling up.
Guys,
How are you doing,
I need to
Mama
do
Bear?
something. Just give me a second. I come back soon, all right?
Absolutely. How are you doing, Mama Bear? Thank you for being here.
Boys. I'm with you guys. This has been such a wild, long road, but I will absolutely second what you said, that we are in this for the long haul. We aren't giving up just because some rando on Twitter has declared it otherwise. We will do this until we get either get the ZSJL2 or Zach himself says it's done. And we want to hear it from his mouth. Those are the only options.
Right. Absolutely.
And as for
Absolutely.
and any other DC stuff that might be coming out, we are here to celebrate and be positive. Let's leave Nerf Gun out of it.
Right. Hey, we over here chilling. Anybody worried about that film right now? Much love, Mama Bear. And let's bring up the next guest that we got chilling backstage. We got the one and only Zod Ryder.
Hey guys,
what's going on, bro? How are you feeling?
I'm feeling really good. I mean, this is some awesome stuff, and hey, it's always great to talk about Cell because Cell is the way. So hey guys,
what up, Zod? That's writer director Zod right there.
That's right. Thank you,
writer, director, editor.
Thank you so much. Yeah,
you know I mean?
Everything.
Cutting the trailers. You know what I mean? Right, like all that.
Yes,
oh yeah. So reminder, we do have a movie to be excited for on July 11th, 2025.
You are absolutely right.
All right.
That's right.
That's right.
One Punch Dan. Right. Yes.
One Punch Dan.
But yo, I want to kind of keep the conversation going and just talk about like what happened a little bit after Full Circle and even after the release of Rebel Moon, right? Because Rebel Moon was also something else that we were able to kind of plant our flag in and make sure that we were going to be there celebrating it, right? And no matter what these channels be trying to say, right? Because they be talking like we weren't at the premiere. I don't know. Just weird stuff, right? But
you were invisible. You weren't really there. It was,
I guess,
a mirage. It was a mirage,
right? No, it's
even though channel said he couldn't get close to Zach because we were surrounding him or something, right?
Crazy, bro.
You were hoarding Zack Snyder.
Yeah, what is
all
Zack
to myself, right?
A grown ass man.
Hey, that's not how I didn't think that was going to be the case.
Escorted over to Zach?
That day, yes. Yes. Wait, no. That was at a Full Circle, taking that picture when I was in my Superman suit with Josh.
Yep.
Yes. But no, at the premiere, we definitely rocked out. And I just wanted to kind of talk about that for 1 second as I pull this picture up. How was that for you guys, kind of culminating with the premiere of Rebel Moon and us being able to have some representation there? Like, how did that really land for all you guys?
It landed really well, and it says something about the movement, the Cell movement, that I think works so much better than The other movement is that the Cell movement makes a point in supporting all of Zack Snyder's projects, not just the DC stuff. Like you were there for Rebel Moon. We had a representation for Rebel Moon, showing support for Rebel Moon.
Yeah, we definitely try to make sure that we were at all of Zack's projects, even with the Epic Worlds of Zack Snyder, where you had a week of his movies in the theater. Yeah, we really have just tried to make sure that we always had some kind of representation, if we could, at one of his films.
Which is great. We support all of Zack's work, and it was a really great moment. I'm sorry, Mama Bear.
No, it's okay. I didn't realize you weren't finished. No, and Sky looked so comfortable on that red carpet. Man, like he was meant to be there.
Yeah, it was like a natural fit for him, for real.
And the fit was good too. Just
y'all stop it.
I gotta get it going.
Yeah, that's another thing too. That's interesting. Not to like bring up little drama. Before I do that, hey, shout out to W Necron in the chat. What up, bro? But yeah, it's funny. Like the whole we lack coverage when it comes to Zack Snyder's work, and it's like we literally hosted first of all, what other channel, what other community had a red carpet premiere? Like, are you kidding me? That same weekend, the channel that was saying that we don't cover Zack enough or whatever, their channel went down. Every time Zack's Rebel Moon stuff debuts, that guy's channel goes down suddenly.
And shout out to El Necron for hosting that panel too.
And shout out to El Necron, the artist formerly known as El Necron, now called W Necron, because we ain't taking no L's this year. We don't need to take
no L's here.
Exactly. For hosting, man. He held it down, yo. The man with the golden mic, Skywalker, getting to interview everybody, man. DJ right there. Who else did you interview?
It was just DJ and Raphael Corkill, who was in the director's cuts.
Yeah. Bro, that was a good look, man. And it was just fans being fans, man. Like, we didn't sneak in anywhere. We didn't, like, hold anybody up. We just straight up somehow got connected, and we're showing up on the red carpet, suited and booted. You know what I'm saying? Tailored up.
Yep, I put in my name.
Was it this one, or was it New York that you got
for like
to
a random drawing?
What'd you say, Scott?
I said that I put in my name for like a random drawing, and I was able to win tickets, just like a whole bunch of other fans were. We just treated it differently than all the rest of the fans did. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, we came in there with a mission, right? So yeah, man. We've just been trying to keep this thing going and make sure that we have a visible presence at all of Zack's stuff, including where we went to the Rebel Moon release party, where I got to meet the one and only Nessa Noel. I also got to interview Ray Fisher, Milius. Who else did I interview there? Zach, Debbie. It was dope, man. Hey, look, what's going
you cornered
on,
Zach
y'all?
there too?
I cornered Zach in New York too.
Cornered him everywhere.
Right?
You're chasing Zach all around the country.
Thanks. I'm trying to kidnap him. You know what I'm saying? Like, right? Right. We're like the Road Runner and Wiley Coyote, right? He just keeps getting away, right? But
Skywalker versus Acme.
Right? But
hey, Sky, which one did you get to meet Ed Screenan, the guy who plays Noble?
The first Rebel Moon
event. Yes, I
got to make sure that one gets highlighted too.
Okay, that's when we had that dope conversation with him, man.
I thought I had that pulled up. What's going on?
Yo, he was just Ed Skrein was straight chilling with us, yo. He was like, the body count, mate. Like, yo, shout out to him, man.
My body count is crazy, fam. It's crazy. Wait, didn't we have one more person who dropped out?
Oh, it was Geek Defense.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
He had a dip.
Okay.
But yeah, that was a
Hold on.
cool moment, yo.
Let me find that picture too.
Yeah, my
because
apologies
I
if I
actually have
butchered his
that.
name.
We had pictures, videos, all type of stuff.
Always both.
Right.
Facts.
Always both.
Always both.
But
Shout out to Zach.
yeah, man. You know, at the first Rebel Moon thing, we had a presence there. We had a presence throughout all the screenings. You know, got to link up with Zach and Debbie, right? Had them on the live stream, right? Even oh yeah, I already showed you guys that one. Shout out to Brett Colbert, right? Where we also took the most epic selfie ever, right? The most epic selfie ever. Yeah, I mean, shout out to Chris Brown, man, who actually took this picture.
Absolutely.
Right.
Oh yeah, the screen, the live streamception there, my live stream. That's funny.
Inception.
Yeah,
Right.
man.
Oh yeah, weren't you and Leon? Weren't you and Sky like having the stream at the exact same time, and like it was like the streams were overlapping at certain points? Like you would like see Sky's stream.
Yeah,
And
that's right.
Yes,
That's
yes,
how we
they
do
were.
it
I
as
grabbed
the
screenshots from
SSM.
both of them. Lots of screenshots from both.
Yep.
That was super dope. Right, but yeah, hey, according to some of these platforms, we don't cover Zach's projects. You know what I'm saying? Even though we were at Twilight of the Gods, right?
That's a fly ass picture, yo.
Yes, it is.
My goodness.
Yo, there's danger.
Fly
There's Batman.
ass picture, yo.
Yeah, shout out to Danger. You know what I'm saying? That is a dangerous man right there. You dig?
Is that
a fly ass picture, bro?
Is that if it is Prime beside you, Sky?
Yes, that is.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I thought that was Stino at first. I was like, wait, he's to the right.
Nope. Stino is in between
Next to me.
Leon and Josh. Yep.
Yeah.
Facts.
Yeah, it's Invictus right there with his lovely wife.
Oh, and shout out to Matt too, bro.
Shout out to them, man. I rock with them, man. They dope, man. Shout out to the homie Invictus, man. That brother there. He be coming through in the clutch.
Is who hooked Leon up with them full circle tickets, right?
Yes, sir.
If I'm not mistaken.
No, you are not. Shout out to him, bro. It's so funny. I bought a plane ticket before I had the tickets. I was like, tell him, Sky. I was like, I'm gonna be there. I didn't even know if I was gonna be there, be able to get in. I was like, I'm gonna get in.
He's like, I'm getting in, bro. And then he ended up getting confirmation. Like, yep.
Man, how many events have you done that to?
In my life, I don't even know, man. It happens quite often. Listen, how I was able to get into Hall H to hear the announcement for BVS, I got in because I had a connection, and I was like, I just want to get at. I didn't even know they were going to announce anything because it was just going to be regular San Diego Comic-Con type stuff. And quite literally, I was like, I want to get in. I'm getting in. And my connect at the time was like, I got you.
I believe you just roll a nat 20 on charm every time, man.
The who?
you roll a 20 on charm every time. You must.
That's funny. Oh, shout out to I forget the photographer name, man.
Matt?
Something film guy. Is that his name? On Twitter, like the Cinephile or something like that, or film guy or something. But yeah, he's cool too. He took a lot of good pictures. A lot of candid shots.
Oh, here we go. There we go.
Oh,
there
yeah.
we go.
Them pesky cell boys.
Oh, wait a minute. That's not even the one with Eric Scrine. I'm bugging. Hold on. I'm tripping. I thought I had that. Oh, see?
You ever notice how it's always fluid when it comes to everything that this group tries to do? The narrative always changes. Do you ever notice that? Like they can't keep it straight. They want to accuse you of doing A, that it's B, that it's C, that it's D.
Yep.
No,
even with this picture, they were trying to say Zach looks uncomfortable. I'm like,
what? Yeah. Zach was trying to stay and talk
uncomfortable.
To us, why would they say that? Why would they say that Zach looks uncomfortable? Well, maybe
the guy,
I don't know.
The guy in the black tie behind Zach was telling Zach to leave, and Zach wouldn't leave. Same thing with Ed Skrein. Ed Skrein, they kept telling Ed Skrein to leave. He just kept looking at him, and he just was chilling, talking to us. And after we got done talking, Ed Skrein still didn't leave. So like, you know, it just be y'all gotta.
You can't talk to them. You can't talk to them cell boys. You gotta go over there. You cannot talk to them cell boys.
Hi guys. Sorry
Hey.
sorry to interrupt. I have to, you know.
Yeah, you good. But yeah, man, like that's the thing. A lot of the vast majority of these people, 99.9% of them, they don't pull up, right? And when they get access to people like this, it's because they have connects, right? And I'm not knocking the connects. That's fine. Like, have your connects, flex your connects. Hell, I've had quite a few connects in my life, so it is what it is. You got to use them and flex it, right? But like, we naturally engage with these people, right? From fan and consumer and appreciator of the art, and we just have a connection. And
he said
it's
more
just fun.
hostage photos.
Yeah, no, that's what guys. They're all kidnapping hostage photos,
Bruh,
being like,
no, this is my favorite hostage photo right here, bro.
Stop harming DJ.
Whoa. Sorry.
Where are your hands in the picture?
Let me try to go for my voice. If for the men are not met, if for the we won't sell. We will execute the hostage for the men are not met.
Oh God.
Right? Hey, facts,
Like
bro.
in the movies.
Hey, here go another hostage photo. You understand? Us talking to West, right?
Yeah,
Twilight
us
of the
talking to West.
gods. Right? Hey, but
it was a great conversation too.
Huh?
That was a great conversation. You know what's funny? I appreciate talking to Zach all the time, obviously, but I've had some fantastic conversations with like others that aren't Zach, like Ed, Wes,
DJ, bro.
DJ. Oh my God, when DJ was telling us about how much he can't stand.
When we was walking into the theater, bro, and DJ was going in, bro.
I don't even know what I said, and then he was
Go ahead
like,
and tell that story, Leon.
Bro, I'm gonna be bad at it. You probably have a better memory than me, but I was saying something to DJ, and DJ was like, "Yeah, fuck that guy." I can't stand that guy. This motherfucker was cussing about Jeff Johns.
About Jeff Johns,
bro. I was like, "Damn,
yeah, fuck that guy."
Yo, DJ awesome, bro.
Not so fun fact, guys. Did you know that Jeff Johns is actually famous inside the comics industry? Apparently, allegedly. For harassing employees, like verbally abusing his interns.
His interns?
Yeah,
that's a shock.
Interns and assistants, yeah. Alongside Mark Waid, another person who hates Zack Snyder. It's almost like people who hate Zack Snyder, like for their credibility, turn out to be horrible people.
Right.
Imagine
That's why one particular fantastic man stole the mic and said, "We don't talk about that guy."
Exactly.
Oh, you mean this guy right here?
Shout out to Leon. You know what I'm saying?
You know what's funny?
But that was one of the greatest. Yo, Leon had two key moments at Full Circle, yo, that only could have happened from Leon, right? The Leon stealing the mic, which he's the one that stole the mic.
Facts.
If they want to talk about anybody stealing a mic, Leon is the one that stole the mic because this guy starts asking questions to Zack Snyder about Doomsday Clock. Right? And then he's like, and like fucking Zach goes, "Is that a Jeff Johns comic?" And Leon took the mic like, "We don't talk about that guy." It was one of the greatest moments.
It was one of the
literally
coldest moments
leaned
ever.
over the dude and took the mic. It was like, "We don't talk about that guy."
It was so surreal because I'm chilling. We're all laughing our asses off. And I look and I was like, this motherfucker's right in front of me. I was like, holy shit. I just lean over, grab his mic, and he's looking at me. I was like, and I look at him like, hey, don't worry about it. I got this, brother. I got this. And I said, we don't talk about that guy. And everybody was like, oh.
Hey, that and
I still remember I saw the video, but I didn't know it was you, Leon. But I remember seeing the
Some people
video.
didn't know. Some people tried to take credit for that, and I was like, no.
Nah, that was
Let me
100%
mine.
Leon. He was sitting right next to me.
Yeah.
That 1,000% was Leon, bro.
I was so cognizant of before speaking that I was like, I got to make sure that my voice is very distinctive before I say this. So I made sure that it was me. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's that voice signature shit. You can't be like, oh, somebody. No, that was definitely Leon for
Right.
sure.
Yeah,
That's actually what we were saying. Those of us who are watching it live, we're like, that's Leon.
Yeah.
That's funny. People DM me too, and we're like, "Was that you?" I was like, "Yeah."
God,
for sure.
That scene stole the show. I'm gonna say that.
It was definitely that moment and the moment where the guy kept
Metalo.
He kept calling him Metalo, and Leon, it's Metallo, bruh. Right in front of everybody, and that was another great moment, man.
Sky, we were it, bro. When it came to full circle, I'm not saying like, I'm not, it's not no bragging shit. I'm just saying like, we added some flavor, dog.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you subtract us out of full circle, and it's just like, everybody kind of giggling at shit. You know what I'm saying?
Kind of a little lame, to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I would say this: Zach and his crew aside, because they weren't the lame part. But I get what you're saying.
Right.
There was a lame atmosphere with certain people that were there that I won't name.
Right.
Like,
yeah,
man, you're right. Like
particularly that host. I mean, my God.
Man, the book writer. Who had to write that damn book?
Metalo.
Yeah,
You know
the snake rider. Yeah,
hey,
that's crazy.
Zod, I don't know if you ever saw this picture. How'd you feel about this picture, man? You know what I'm saying? We need to be getting to link up with some of the OGs, right?
Yeah, I mean, wow,
right? Crazy.
That's funny.
Strange things was going on in full circle.
Zod, you should. We got to. Yeah, we got to holler because you should have saw that man's face. He was like, "Oh shit!" Like, bro, it's all good, bro.
Oh no! What did I say?
Like, it's all good, bro. That's the thing, man. Like, man, I don't know. These past couple of years have been so hilarious and so awesome because all this internet chatter and bumping gums and just flagrant bullshit. And then when we actually pull up and it's like, oh shit, I didn't know I was gonna see you guys in real life. Hi, Leon. I didn't know.
Yeah, it's like they've got no choice. It's like they talk all big, like they wanna do something, and then the only thing they can muster is either like a weak hello, or they could damn near try to reach out and hug you because they don't know what to do.
Right?
Yeah,
it's an identity crisis.
It's dope. It's dope.
I mean, let's not forget the amount of people that were saying that you guys were pulling up like an NWA album or something like that. There was even a few pictures of an album made of you guys.
Oh yeah.
I got that saved too.
You know what that is? Actually, I'm gonna pretend I know about the subject, but I think there's lots to do with the fact that when we are talking like this, you guys are screen. It's you as people, but you don't using to see you in person, right? You see a person through a screen, like, so seeing that a person like is in flesh and bone in front of you, it's different, so the person takes a while to get used to it, if you get what I'm saying.
No doubt. And not to also ignore, they're both over 6 feet tall, very fit guys. So for those that are keyboard warriors that were at the event, that had to have been intimidating to look at.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
That's like, they try to call us out, and the ones that try to, they try to call us out and, say that, we're a bunch of liars and all that stuff. I just pull up like Iron Man on Marvel Rifles, and I just say, you guys just be sitting in the back behind the turret like Punisher.
He said, "Hey, Punisher, why you always behind the turret?" You know what I'm saying? And hilarious, bro. That game is so dope. y'all gotta get on Marvel Rivals, man.
Right.
I'm not
it's
very
amazing.
fond of hero shooters, but the character design certainly looks good.
Hey, Curly Ray, we've been playing, right?
Yep.
Hey, we've been playing Marvel Rivals, so y'all need to get on.
Man.
You know what I'm
Oh
saying?
yeah, Maki's got it, and he's got some of the thick mods on some of the characters.
Tell Maki to hit me up. Anybody trying to play Marvel Rivals, hit me up. I be on that, John. You know what I mean?
Speaking of games, Sky, you know what?
Mhm.
You know what I just reminded me?
What?
What movies Zach should do?
What?
Max Payne.
Oh my God! Hey, that'd be crazy, man. Him in that slow motion bullet time, that'd be insane.
And the whole first game has a comic book aesthetic to it.
Oh yeah, it
the
absolutely
narrative
does.
straight out of Frank Miller comic.
It absolutely does.
It's
It
tailor-made
absolutely
for him.
does.
And mythology, because the whole game's not mythology, but that's not
Facts. Let me bring up the next guest. We got the homie, the MVP of Full Circle, as I like to affectionately call him. We got the homie Josh Herrera in the building. What's going on, Josh?
Josh.
Josh.
What's up, Josh?
I heard Mama Bear talk about the syndicate coming in like NWO, and I just looked and saw my glasses that I met.
Josh will always be the MVP of Full Circle. He got Sky into the suit. That will be forever. I will forever be grateful for that.
Life. Hey, Sky, do you know who got christened by the NWO, dog?
Who?
Kenny, made by God.
Well, wait. Hold on, real quick.
That happened.
I believe
Scott Hall before he died. Kevin Nash. I'm just saying.
Kevin, Big Diesel, bro, right?
Sorry,
Big Sexy. Yeah.
Kevin Nash is his favorite.
I feel like I am another plan right now. Who?
What did you say?
Who is that guy?
He's like, look him up. It'll change your wrestling life.
Which one, Kenny Omega or Kevin Nash? Because
I know, right?
My heart will be broken if you say Kevin Nash.
Facts. I ain't gonna lie. I could take Kenny. He's new. But Kevin, I met Kevin Nash and Scott Hall. Man, he wrestled. I met them both.
I'm so jealous. I wanted to meet him, but
they were coming out of a restaurant, and Scott Hall was drunk off his ass. Anyway, story for another day.
We will
You
definitely
know who
do that another day.
I wanted to meet? You know who?
I wanted to meet Josh.
I wanted to.
Josh Herrera.
That's still on my bucket list.
Josh.
Who did you want to meet?
Me?
Yes.
Oh, if there was one celebrity I wanted to meet was James McCaffrey because I'm a big Max Payne guy, but he
Big
died.
Max Payne, man. That's the voice actor for Max Payne.
Yes.
Yes.
Actually, just one fun fact. Max Payne 3, I played with it when I was 12, and I think I wasn't old enough to play a game where a guy gets burned alive, but I played it, changed my life, introduced me to film noir and hardball detective stories.
Oh yeah, that is an amazing game. It shouts out to Rockstar for doing the greatest Max Payne game and then not letting the franchise come back for another 20 years. Hold on real quick, because I do want to play this video. There is somebody that wanted to be on the panel tonight but was not able to make it, but they sent this video in their stead that they would like me to play. And hold on. And so I'm gonna play this video real quick so that you guys can see this. And this really almost brought a tear to my eye, but I gotta share it. I have a little bit of an echo from somebody, but I'm gonna play this video and let's all see what they had to say.
Hello, everybody. I know it's been a while since I've made any kind of appearance onto the YouTube sphere of things, but given the momentous occasion of the second anniversary of the Cell movement, I felt like I should send something in since I won't be able to make it live as much as it bums me out. but I don't know where to begin with how much this movement means to me and how it has changed everything. And I couldn't be more, thankful to Sky for proposing the idea, for Leon helping him with the idea, and Austin and Necron doing their part in it as well. Like, the Cool Table basically, like, curating and pushing us into a more productive and positive direction. It obviously has changed a lot of things for us as a fan community. And we are making headway, even if sometimes it feels like it's not, like things aren't happening. I know in my gut that things are happening behind the scenes. There just has to be. There's too much money left on that table, and a company that is literally sinking day by day. That needs said money. So, I couldn't be more grateful for such a brilliant idea and for a community of truly genuine people that have, continued to stay the course. And, just shout out to all of you. Shout out to the Cell movement in general. There's too many of you to name right now, but you have my respect and appreciation. And I hope you all have a great celebratory stream, much deserved. I just only wish that I could be there to bask in the glory of it all. But hopefully, once we finish the conquest, I will be there to celebrate with you guys. I will make sure of that. So yes, have a great stream, and I hope to see you all soon. And hashtag sell ZSGL to Netflix, hashtag sell Snyderverse to Netflix.
Oh,
We love you, Apex.
That was great.
Let me tear up a little bit.
That was great.
Yeah.
What a doll. What a babe. Thank you, A-Pass. Khaleesi. For those that didn't know, I used to call her Khaleesi all the time in the chat. That was our little wink. Man. Hey, by the way, before anybody comments on that, I'll just say this. If A-Pass needs help being flown out after this, when the conquest is complete,
we getting everybody, bro. We getting everybody down here, bro.
Oh,
yeah.
Everybody's pulling up, bro.
I'm holding you to this. All right, I'm holding you to this.
Just A-Pass, not you.
Leon's crazy.
That's a lot of money. You have to fly everyone out.
Wait.
I can pay myself. I'm probably gonna have my
Where you live at, Dennis?
Florianópolis, Santa Catarina. It's in Brazil. Florianópolis,
Brazil.
But in the
every
good
time
part
I think
of
about
Brazil, not the bad part.
I think about that Fast and Furious part with Vin Diesel. This is Brazil.
This is Brazil.
Look.
And the Rock was like,
that is Rio de Janeiro. All right, it's actually apparently worse than that movie shows. Florianópolis is pretty cool. Florianópolis is pretty cool, pretty decent, pretty nice, beautiful place, beautiful city, beautiful nature, beautiful everything. Rio de Janeiro should stay away from it and preferably nuke it.
Yeah.
Right. I used to date a Brazilian. I was almost out there because of that. But
I don't doubt that. And for
There are
the
a
record,
lot.
I'm not
No
holding
offense.
you guys
By
to
the way-
flying me out. I know I've looked up how much a flight to from Toronto to LA is.
Hey, Canada might be the 51st state by then, so I don't know what.
That's not gonna happen.
Don't do it. Don't go there.
I've said it
I'm
elsewhere.
joking.
It is not
I'm
going to
joking.
happen. It's the one
I
thing
know.
all of our politicians agree upon.
I know. I know. Hey, but hey,
That's funny.
y'all might not have to agree. But anyway, I'm just joking.
By the way, guys,
I'm joking. I keyed. Okay. Wait.
You might not be far off, Sky.
Real quick. It's like no, but let me bring up because we got another guest. This panel is getting crazy. You know what I mean? We got another person who pulled up to the first annual Syndicate Network meetup. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The homie Deadshot Headshot Floyd Lawton. What's going on, bro? How you feeling?
Bang, bang.
Gentlemen, how we doing? How we doing? I'm feeling great. How y'all feeling? Happy 2-year anniversary, man.
Hey,
Definitely
I
feeling great, bro.
appreciate you, bro.
Oh
Feeling
yeah.
great. Nice
Oh
to
yeah.
meet you.
I've actually been out. I just got home, so I had to hop on stream as soon as I got in. I wanted to pay homage, of course. So here I am in the flesh.
Hey,
Appreciate you, Floyd.
much
Oh, yeah.
love. And I didn't get a chance to say it earlier, but much love, A-Pass. Thank you for that video. It really, really touched me, and I'm really, really grateful to have you and all of you guys as like, it's almost like family members at this point. Yo, we've been rocking out, and it's like extended family, and I really do appreciate each and every single one of you guys. We wouldn't be here without all of you guys' contributions, and so we will never forget that over here, and we just want to say thank you for what you guys have done and for what you continue to do, right? So yeah.
Sky, I know I'm not technically a founding member, but I want to thank this community in general for welcoming me so open-armed. I just want to throw that out there because I came here late, I came here late. I was actually, and I'm extremely happy how you guys handle it, like how you guys welcome me, how I felt welcome, everything, You guys were pretty
Better
nice to me.
late than never, man.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Welcome aboard.
Thank you.
All right. Much love, man. Like, it's been super dope just rocking out with all of you guys and just enjoying all of these moments, man. Now there is something that I do want to touch on now that I have all you guys here because this bothered me and I'm petty.
Mm-hmm.
That setup is hilarious.
Now, I know y'all, or I don't know, but I'm going to assume some of you guys watched the last Zack Snyder hour, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
I did.
Yo, how crazy is it for anybody to try to say, hey, you don't talk about Zack Snyder's films outside of the DC stuff when the facts are what they are? That was crazy, right?
Yep.
I'm sorry, guys. I just have to bring that up because I don't know what all of you guys thought, right? Can y'all kind of toss that around and talk about that for a second?
Didn't you make like five, 8 streams about Rebel Moon? But didn't this community hype up Rebel Moon into infinity? Like,
yep.
Yes, bro.
Absolutely. I
Yes,
launched Rebel
actually.
Moon Theory.
Literally, it burped Rebel Moon Theory. Like, look at him. He on stream.
Yeah.
Yep.
What
Yeah,
are
we
doing?
have Rebel Moon Theory
Yep.
in the chat. Leon, actually, his original avatar was based on Rebel Moon.
Yes.
You took the words right out of my mouth, Mama Bear. I was about to say my whole account
I beat you to
became
the punch.
Rebel Moon,
That
Rebel
was-
Moon Central. I had I changed because my usual destination on Twitter was the multiverse. Then I changed it to a Rebel Moon within the multiverse. Like that's still right now. You go to my Twitter, it says that.
My channel might have almost no views never, but I did a Rebel Moon tribute when it came out. Two, actually. I'm not sure, but I did Rebel Moon tribute to it. Rebel Yell playing in the background, the cover, but still.
Hey,
That's
look,
what's up.
let me tell you something about content creation. It don't matter if nobody's watching right now. You could always have people catch on later and go
True.
check
Good
your
point.
stuff out. Like,
Good point.
and people like that happens. That has happened with me several times where I've had like videos that were older that just became relevant all of a sudden. So
The
yeah, man,
YouTube algorithm is
keep
strange
rocking
to
out, y'all. It don't matter.
And
Just rock out.
you know why that happens, Sky? Because you don't delete your videos.
Oh,
Yeah.
Mama Bear with the Canadian death
But to be kind of fair to that prick, So
Damn.
when he does that, he's eventually 180. If he didn't do already, don't follow his videos. But once he does it, eventually, I always hated Zack Snyder turn. He just gives up pretending he likes Zack. He's gonna have last to
the
explain
shill or the alcoholic.
the show. When he finally does his turn and says he never liked Zack Snyder at all, those deleted videos are gonna come in handy because that is be harder to point against them, you know. So at least has a decency to erase the previous as evidence. Like another YouTuber I used to follow and be on his Discord server who turned trader the second, like turned trader a long time for you guys, but for my perspective, he turned trader and went from I love Zack Snyder to fucking I want James Gunn. The second Calvin fired. Yeah, Trader 31. That's how me and my exiles call him. I have all the exiles on his Discord server.
Trader, I love
Man.
that.
That's funny.
Yeah,
Trader.
but I'm sorry, y'all. I just had to ask that question because that seemed crazy to me. Can y'all imagine me being in a hospital? Like, look, let me paint this picture for you guys because this is legit what happened. All right, so I'm in the hospital, right? I had stomach surgery. My bowels are asleep, right? I can't hold nothing down, not even no water, dog. Like, I ain't pooped, ain't passed gas in days, right? Vomiting it everywhere in the bucket after bucket, just getting filled with vomit. I'm just in there, just going through it. And I look at my phone and see that bullshit.
Bullshit on top of bullshit.
Can you imagine how that made me feel? And I was like, yo, I'm going to get out this hospital and I'm going to get my energy back. And when I get my energy back, I'm going to get his ass. And I was like, yo, ain't no way I'm letting this slide.
That's how it starts. The fear, the anger, the feeling of powerlessness that turns good men cruel.
And according to the alcoholic, he claimed that I talk about Zack Snyder's other projects when you don't, but you guys actually went to the road movements when I didn't get the chance to go to them. You see what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, we went to all 4 premieres, like for all 4 movies, covered them all, and went to the release party.
Exactly.
And all of the watch-alongs for we did more than one watch-along for Rebel Moon.
Oh
yeah. Meanwhile, these people were
Piloted
covering
Gods.
Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom. So
God,
I actually went to both Chicago.
Sorry.
I was just gonna say I went to both Chicago showings of Rebel Moon in theaters, and I live in the suburbs, so it's not. And I refuse to drive in the city, so I took a bus, a train, another bus to the movie theater. Took a half day off work both times I did this, and then I took a bus, a train, one time a ride share, the other time a bus back. This was a lot of effort for me to see movies in theaters that were going to be on Netflix later that same week. But I did that as a dedicated Zack Snyder fan. That wasn't his DC stuff. That was Rebel Moon. So no, this community supports Zack Snyder's work.
That is a hard ass picture, bro. But we was at Twilight of the Gods, right?
God, that show is awesome.
Look at the gang, man. Look at the gang.
They got
By
to
the
see
way-
the first 2 episodes before anybody else, and they kept saying, "Y'all ain't ready."
Yeah.
Y'all wasn't.
And by the way, speaking of the gods, if you allow me to diverge some moments, I love how Zach's trying to branch into television a little bit because I actually prefer TV to movies. So in terms of storytelling, he's really good at storytelling. So you know.
Hey, shout out to Night Views. You know what I'm saying?
And the Snyder Mondays.
Shout out to Night Views. You know what I'm saying? That was crazy, bro. That was crazy. Man, but look, I'm sorry. Look, one more time, and then we're gonna roll the conversation forward. I'm gonna ask a couple of you guys. Floyd, how'd you feel, man, during that last Zack Snyder hour? Because I gotta know, man. Like I gotta know. Dog.
I mean, what was most telling for me was what took place after the stream, which was crickets. You ain't hear nothing. No response.
Bro. Oh my
facts. You can't.
Real quick, Floyd.
Leon and I talked about that. I swear,
Literally, bro. Yes.
We had 2 conversations. I was like, bro, isn't it odd that like they haven't said anything after that stream, bro? I was like,
you know they've seen it. You know they have. So it's just like there's nothing really left to be said.
Wow.
That's what I got to say about it.
I mean, on that thought, if you guys are watching, hit the like button.
Oh yeah, for sure. Zod, how did you feel during that last Zack Snyder hour, bro? Have you seen it?
Yeah, and I have to say, you know, it really made me feel a certain way too, because I was like, this community is by far the biggest Zack Snyder supporting community out there. I mean, all these people, they pretend that they like Zack because of access and stuff when it benefits them and when it's convenient for them. But like, this community really walks the walk. I mean, we all really do love Zack Snyder. So to hear that from, you know, the alcoholic and people that make night moves, it's kind of, you know,
not night moves, night views. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
we gotta get it right.
Yeah,
we gotta get it right.
It's kind of like there's a big disconnect between this community and the people that claim to be Zack Snyder fans. So hey, you know.
Oh my God, I'm sorry, y'all. That shit is funny.
Yeah, Zod does bring up a good point, man. There's such a disconnect. You know,
yeah, it's not even close, Leon. It's like they are like the equivalent of the ultimate fake. They're like the ultimate fake fans. I don't even think they really like anything. It's all just about what can I get? Yeah, what can I get? How can I benefit from this? That's really their only motivation.
Even outside of, like, let's say this particular fandom. You're right. Like, I've seen clips and I don't feel any genuine, like, we like stuff. They get real passionate when it comes to talking about stuff that they don't like or people that they don't like. But the same passion isn't there when it comes to things that they allegedly are into. You know what I mean? So good point, Zod.
You know, that kind of mindset of not liking anything, of just thinking of things as, well, how can I benefit it? Now, I won't accuse anyone, but in psychology, we learned that's called a psychopath. There's the main trait of a psychopath.
Psychopathy, absolutely.
Yeah.
Scott, how many times have I talked about that?
Right.
How many times have I talked about that? Yeah.
He said the synthetic network, bro. I'm dead, bro. I'm dead, bro. The synthetic network. I'm dead, bro.
That's funny as hell.
The
synthetic network versus the syndicate network.
Quotes all night. Shout out, man.
Yo.
Oh my God,
that's funny, bro.
Right.
The synthetic network.
Yo,
that's for the 3rd anniversary.
Man, somebody screenshot that shit. We gotta keep that. Look, this community be coming up with so many gems. How much shit have I said that has been taken from Shill? By the way, I've said so much shit, so many catchphrases, so many different things. You know what I'm saying?
Bruh, I even look. Let's just put this out there because I'm about to keep this a buck. You know what I'm saying? I've been waiting to get this shit off. I've been waiting to get this shit off. You know what I mean?
What you gonna say, bro?
Right? And Leon will back this up. That whole sports network shit. Guess who named it and came up with the idea? Me. Like, like, bro, like, come on. We've given too much, bro. We've given too much.
Yep.
We should charge him or something. If only we could charge him copyright for the name.
Bro, I saw this man on stream with Austin, and I immediately hit the chat. I was like, "Yo, we should make like a new channel and call it like the Wooty Wooty Woot," because like, yo, I could have a show with Leon, or Leon can have a show, and and we can all just and magically soon after that, everybody started doing it. And it's like, bro, you know, we didn't gave too much, bro. We didn't gave too much. But hey, look, I ain't even trying to talk. Josh. Zack Snyder hour, bro. Because I'm not letting this shit go. No, because I was in a no, y'all don't understand. I had to have my vengeance. There was no way.
The wrath will be my vengeance.
Josh,
hey,
let me ask you, how did that episode hit you? And then not only that, can we also talk about the fact that this man has 41,000 subs, and while he was live, I have more live viewers than him. How crazy is that, right? Like, that legit happened. That legit happened. Like, we can't say that didn't happen. Like, it was on screen. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was, we have the receipts. It was right there. It was live, right? Like, I mean, look, because I know them Superman trailer views was kind of wonky, right? And everybody was like, oh man, you know, it takes a while to count up, right? Does it take a while to count when it's live too? Like, are we going to say that now? Is that what was going on?
If you look at the proportion of like to views, I think we wouldn't match as well. And I'm not sure. I think that for the likes, even if it matched, if you take a look at it, there's way too much likes for the number of views, and not and like overwhelmingly most people who have watched it liked it. So like, it's impossible. Like, sorry, I know, like, even the best trailers don't have that kind of overwhelming like to view ratio, as far as I'm aware.
Absolutely not. But Josh, can you go ahead and tap in, man, and like let the people know where your head was at while you're watching that episode, and then with the big reveal of like the live viewer count, because that was crazy. Josh, you're on mute.
He's speechless.
See, send havoc. It wasn't me this time.
Yeah, muted Josh. Just muted. No, you took the words right out of my mouth, actually, because it was, you know what, that stream reminded me of just personally. I know y'all talked about earlier, but everything got kind of crazy after that poster signing at Full Circle. Like, and for me, being able to share, you know, space and energy with Sky and Leon and other people at the event, like, it's different when you're on your phone, right? And you're just seeing stuff play out, right? But when you've actually gone, like I said, I tend to think that I have a good like intuition about people, and you can just like an event like that, the power, like you're talking about, Leon, like being at something like a Comic-Con, like you're right.
Absolutely.
It was SnyderCon basically, and you know, I wish all of you guys could have been there because it really was all passion for Zach, right?
God.
And so to see being on the other side, you know, to be in this movement since hashtag release, and then you just see things and you don't know people, you don't know faces, right? But then you go, and I also got to meet, you know, the guy in your picture, Sky, who was like, I didn't even know. He was like, "Are you Josh 62488?" I was like, "Yeah." He's like, "Oh, I was like, "Oh." We started taking pictures, and I was like, starting to meet people, and then after the fact, see how it was covered, and then see what was being said about Sky and Leon, and so me and the homie, like someone like Danger, like we talked, you know, after the event because we shared that passion, and we were like, "Hey, are you seeing this?" Right? Started comparing notes, and we're like, "Yeah, that's not what I saw. That's not like what they're saying happened. Didn't happen. There was no stealing of the mic." So other than Batman Leon,
yeah,
that
we'll
did
talk
happen.
about that guy.
But,
I'm like,
You know,
at
you know,
least
right?
have the right black guy, right? Like, don't just be
And
mixing
the right
up black
moment.
dudes. You know what I'm
And
saying?
Facts,
Like,
facts.
you know what's funny, Sky, is I also was the other person who asked Ben Affleck a question, and I didn't have a mic either. But nobody
Right?
said I stole a mic. So why?
Right.
And I honestly, like, I thought about that. I watched everyone's coverage, right, about that event. And there was just a big disconnect for the energy that was happening over here and elsewhere and what was being said. And then over the, last 2 years, you've seen people switch up, and it's just like, wow. I mean, I don't see the proof. So I can just go off of like what I know. Me and Sky have had to chat on my channel, and I talked about that, Sky, when there was a point when stuff was being said about the cool table and what was happening behind the scenes or stuff that has happened in the past. I just say what I know. And my interactions with these people in person, Sky multiple times, Leon multiple times, it's very telling. And the proof is in the channel. The proof is in this syndicate network. It's with the cool table meetups. It's with the love, with the passion, with the charity movements that, are happening. It's with the AFSP work, the Forbes articles, the comicbook.com articles, the community of the Snyder actors tweeting out the hashtags Meepy Mod. Like also putting
shout out to her.
Richard Citron liking hashtags, his wife liking hashtags, other people liking hashtags.
Yep.
It's just like, it's crazy to me pointing the finger at somebody else when I've seen, somebody and the outside perspective, right? Because I was part of this movement, but from the shadows. So that's why I came out and I was like, no, these guys are genuine. These guys they're not lying. Like, I was there, other people were there, but don't let these influencers tell you otherwise. And so I get why some people maybe were misinformed about the cell movement, but ever since I've been rocking out, it's been genuine. It's been hard work. And to dismiss that is like, you can't let that go. That's not justice, right? So that stream was very telling. You showed what you needed to show, I think, and dunked on who you need to dunk. And I hope that, they stop worrying about what's happening over here and start worrying about the dumpster fire over there.
Oh yeah,
like, bro,
lesson learned.
I'm like, bro, like, how dare you come out and say that? And your video history is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, all I gotta do is pull up your video history and compare it to mine. I don't know if that's Dennis.
I love the receipts.
Yeah. It's like, yo, all I gotta do is just pull up his videos. You know what I'm saying? And then like pull up my videos from about the same time frame, and you see what it is. But yeah, that was just crazy, man. But look, I want to say shout out to all y'all that was able to come out here and rock out too, man, at the meetup. You know what I'm saying?
That's a big
right.
show.
Yo, we was getting it in out here, man. Yo, this is like a real community here. You know what I'm saying?
That was a great event. That was so much fun, Sky. I really appreciate organizing that. It was great to meet you all.
Oh yeah. So look,
glad to meet y'all too, for real.
Real quick, not only are we making waves and stuff and making headlines in the movie world and with Zach and stuff, but we actually meeting up and breaking bread with each other.
Yo,
man, absolutely dope. But
the haters can't do that, right? Because they are
Right.
too fat to leave the table. The chair.
Some of them don't even exist. They're just bots.
What were you saying though, Leon?
No, I was just saying that real quick. Had to clear my throat. It was just incredible to meet everybody. Sky, you and I met several times before then, and me and you talk all the time. So, but everybody else showing up, that was real cool because it just showed that the community that we helped to create and cultivate has grown in genuine fashion, in grassroots, and you guys share the same passions that we do. You guys are willing to get out there and do what it takes to show your passion and show your enthusiasm and rock out, man. And to look everybody in the eyes, to shake hands, to hug, that means something, And I know it's weird to hear, right? Like human beings showing love to one another, right? I know it's weird, but yeah, we do that, man. Like it's not just about like a director or some movies or what have you. It's about all of it. It's about what all this means to us, what interacting means to us. Because a lot of the stories and the things that took place in order for this fandom to become as strong as it has, the genesis of it all, it kind of gets, it's like sand on the beach. It gets blown away and you kind of forget, and then somebody has to come and collect it all and say something about it. And that's why we're passionate, because it's not just because of what happened with, you know, Zach, his family tragedy, how they treated that, the aftermath of that, the release of the Snyder Cut, the way they use fans like little puppets to make us think things were going to keep going, and then they said screw you guys and blah blah. There's all these things that led to where we are now, and it's like we don't forget those things. Everybody else can, and that's fine. We don't wear it on our sleeves as if we're little victims or anything like that. No. But we don't forget these things, like arm in arm, like damn bro, look at this crazy weirdo fandom experience that we've all been through, guys. Ha ha ha. Isn't this nuts? Let's come together and have a barbecue. Let's come together and celebrate on the beach. Let's go see some movies. Let's go to some theme parks and wild out together. We've done all these things, right? And there's only maybe one other fandom that I can think of that's this wild and passionate, that where they might have gotten together back in the day. And that was like maybe the Star Wars people. When Star Wars first came out, I'm sure they all wild out, got together, got hotels and exchanged stories and went nuts and oh my God, blah, blah, blah. So it's a cool experience to say, like, in our lifetimes, we were a part of something like this, and, you know, may it continue to grow. I mean, it's a cool crazy ass experience, man. Like, can't even say it's niche. It's been covered too much by the media, you know?
Yeah.
So shout out to y'all.
Absolutely.
We already got it set up for this year too, don't we?
Oh yeah. It's gonna be around the same time, August, late August this year. We're gonna be rocking out again with the second annual Syndicate Network meetup. I wanted to actually ask both of you guys about that because y'all came out here. Josh obviously was here for a few of the events, but you guys were able to come for the meetup. I'll start with you, Floyd, and then we'll go to Bat Dan. How was that whole experience for you guys, not only rocking out with the community online, but then also getting to meet up as well?
Oh yeah, man. I would say it was legendary, bro. It was something that, like I said, I said this previously on stream, something that I always cherish. Being able to step outside of that Twitter sphere and go to return to a place that I hold dear because I was born there. So to be able to come back to California and to meet people that I've been rocking out with for pretty much over a year was really dope. Getting to have that in-person experience, like Leon said, shaking hands, looking each other in the eye, getting to be around each other's aura in person. And then, you know, it was fun. That was another thing about it. Going to Six Flags, something that I hadn't experienced in a long time. Getting bullied into going on rides, getting to know each other's personalities, man. It was really dope, you know, because when I came out there, you know, I was a little reserved at first, but then, you know, looking at everybody and getting to experience how you guys moved in person, it made me feel like, you know, I could open up. So, you know, to sit behind a keyboard and to feel like that, to feel like, you know, I can engage with this community, and then to feel like that in person, it really is, it was a great place to be. And I look forward to going back again.
Just
for sure.
Go ahead, man. Meet you too, Floyd.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, shout out to Floyd Lawton. Dead shot, headshot is the man that never misses.
They did try to bully us.
Sit down with Skywalker.
Last thing, if you ever go to Six Flags, don't say that you don't need this cup, because you absolutely do. I went and I'm like, I don't need it. I'm good. I got a bottle of water. I'm straight.
I was like, what the hell are you thinking, bro?
Nah,
he just didn't listen to me at all. Like I said, don't get a flash pass. He got one. I said, get the cup. He ain't want to get one. I was like, all right, bro.
Oh yeah, that cup, boy. That cup was everything. For real, for real.
Hey, but next time they getting on everything, y'all. Everything that they for
Hey,
sure, for sure.
you better trick us into going on all the crazy shit first, bro. Because he tried to do the crazy shit last. I was like, bro, I'm good.
Nah,
I'm good.
I'm not doing Wonder Woman. I'm not doing that.
I agree.
I hated Wonder Woman, bro.
I'm not doing that.
I didn't really like Wonder Woman. I didn't want to get on Wonder Woman though.
I just want to do the trilogy, but I was like, yo, or the Trinity. I was like, yo, what is this ride?
Right.
No, never again, bro. Hell no.
I kept feeling like I was gonna eject out my seat. I was like, nah,
X2
this
is the one, bro.
Crazy,
That's
bro.
the one. That's the one. Right. But yeah, that was super dope. Bad Dan, how about you? How'd you feel rocking out during that time?
It was a really great experience just meeting all these people that I have talked to online, but finally got to meet in person. Finally got to meet you, Sky, Leon, Floyd, Austin. It was such a great experience, really. And what I loved about that experience, honestly, most of all, was the car ride to Six Flags, the line to the rides, because it was that was like the real chance we really got to talk and really get to know each other a lot more, to see how we're like in person. Because I feel like, yeah, we talk online and it's great, but I feel like there's something missing when you don't see each other in person. There's a little something that's always missing. Just like when Zodwriter and I met. Zodwriter and I also met last year too at Zod's apartment, because we're both in the Chicago area, and that was another great experience. Just seeing how the vibe is like, and I really appreciated the opportunity to just do stuff outside my comfort zone, travel to a part of the country that I've never been to before, go on some rides that I haven't been on in a long time, like the type of intensity of rides that I haven't been on. And I'm going to say too, yeah, let's start with the more intense rides, because my body can only handle so much. And if you go on all these other rides and we end on an intense ride, I'm just going to feel sick and then throw up in Austin's car. So for the record, that's why I avoided going that last ride, because I'm like, my body just was like, if I go on a ride, I'll throw up. I knew that was going to happen.
Who got on the last one with me? Was it you, Floyd?
Yeah, it was me, and then Stino got on too.
Hey, that shit was crazy, right?
No, the very last ride. Yeah, no, that was just me.
The very last ride. I forgot
that was
we
crazy,
split up
right?
at the end.
Yeah.
Hey, but Floyd got to see what was up. That was the craziest one. That was the craziest
before
one.
that, it was me, Stino, and Austin. That was the one before that.
Yeah,
that was the one where Batman tapped out.
Right?
Yeah, that's where. And hey, I just followed Leon's example. Leon kind of gave me. It's like, okay, if Leon doesn't go, I won't be the only one.
It's like I broke the seal on that shit, and everybody was like, everybody that didn't want to get on the ride was like, if he ain't going, what the I ain't going.
Yeah,
I was standing behind Leon. I was done, bro.
But it was a really great experience, though, and I really had a great time. And the only thing keeping me from saying I'm going again this year is money. So we'll just see where my finances are this year. But absolutely, if my finances line up, I will definitely be going again, because I really love the experience. And what I like too is it gave me an excuse to go to LA and do some stuff, a combination of seeing you guys and doing some stuff on my own too. Like
yeah, true.
Sky, to your credit, you did manage to bully me to peer pressure me to get on a ride on a day where you weren't even with me. Jurassic World. You were peer pressuring me. Go on that ride, and you weren't even at Universal with me that day, and you still managed to.
But you had a good time, though, right?
Yeah, I had a great time. Even though I ended up in the worst spot for that ride. I hate wet clothes, and I ended up in the front row, right side.
Oh
and
my
I
god!
got
Oh my god!
Terrible.
That's the worst, right?
Yeah, but I went on the Mummy ride right after, because that's what they recommended. And I was
kind of dry off.
And Universal is great if you go by yourself, guys. Single rider line.
Facts, right? He shouts out to the homie Bad Dan and Floyd for coming through. I want to kind of move next to Curly Ray and Mama Bear, because even though you guys haven't been able to meet up with the syndicate obviously yet, how do these moments kind of land for you guys whenever you are able to just kind of see the impact that the community is having overall? I'll start with Mama Bear.
Okay. Honestly, I love watching this. I make no secret of fact I take as many screenshots as I humanly can. Leon just naturally pauses for screenshots. I don't understand it. It's hilarious. That was the funny thing about his live.
It's because
There
I
were
know
so
they're
many
happening.
easy to grab screenshots because he naturally poses for it.
He said it's because I know they're happening.
But
It's one of my
watching
superpowers.
you guys, still my favorite moment from Full Circle is a photo you guys took just for me. I have clipped a certain person out of that photo because they don't need to be in it anymore. But it's still my favorite moment. But getting to see you guys interact, and the best part, absolute best part of watching all of this, is not even just seeing everyone get to have that community moment, like Bat Dan said, that you really can't, over a computer. But to see in those moments where, Sky and Leon have, cornered Zach or have abducted him, whatever you want to call it, how comfortable he is around you, where we've seen him in other interviews and stuff or around other people, and he is not. He just is so naturally relaxed around you guys. It is the night and day comparison is just fascinating for me. He just completely comes out of his shell around you guys.
Much love, Mama Bear.
Bro, he
We
gave me one of
appreciate
the sickest clips, man. The
Mm-hmm.
when I'm like, we're here
it. Is this
live.
live? Woo!
Well, we're live with the new geeks. That's awesome. Like his woo, like his like he got excited.
From
We are.
that one event,
Hey.
there was one moment that you only catch if you watch both of them almost simultaneously, where Sky was waiting to talk to Zach. And I don't know what was going through your head, if it was because of the amount of people that were there. You had this concerned look on your face, and the moment Leon stood right behind you, back to back, you relaxed visibly. It's like you knew your brother had your back. And it was a wonderful moment. I think I actually did grab that screenshot from both angles.
That's dope. Batman, Superman, back to back.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I thought I had some more videos pulled up here from that other event, but I don't think I do. But yeah, I mean, that was a super dope event, and I'm just glad that we were able to attend and have the impact that we had. Curly Ray, I'll ask you next. How do these moments kind of land for you whenever you're kind of seeing the impact that the community has?
What's really amazing is, how whenever I watch you guys, go to these events, all of you have been able to go out and meet all these wonderful people and these wonderful actors. And there was one moment where I remember it was when Rebel Moon Part 2 came out. You went to the New York premiere and everybody was, there. They had concert going on and you had the stream up and everybody was just dancing around and just rocking out. And the fact that you guys have been out here getting to meet all these people, do all these things, has been, I think it's really awesome to see. Like, it may not be, you may not get the same experience as you would on like a computer or online, but just imagine being at these places in real life is something I think that really I kind of found a super passion for, even, ever since I've been going to the conventions. This is something that, I've also been, really into. And I think it's awesome that, that I've been able to see you guys out here, doing all these things and going out to these events and meeting all these wonderful people. And it's just amazing to see.
Yeah, and we appreciate you coming through, man, and for sharing your thoughts always, because we always keep all of you guys at the forefront of our mind when we're trying to do these things, and it's just dope to see that you guys are actually enjoying what's happening. And I'll ask the same questions to GDI and Zod in the end. After that, we'll go around and get everybody's final thoughts. GDI, how do these moments kind of land for you whenever you're seeing the impact that this community has kind of been able to have?
Frankly, I feel hopeful. Just I have hope that the Snyderverse will get sold away from the clutches of WB. I have hope, and that's what the Snyderverse is all about. So I think it's fitting, and not much else to say. Speaking of which, I think I need to go.
All
But
right.
yeah.
For sure. For sure. We appreciate you. And Zod, the same question goes to you, sir.
Yeah, I've been super excited, and it's like every time you go to one of these live events, it's like what me and Mama Bear were saying earlier about you at on the red carpet. I mean, that to me stood out. That was iconic in a sense for the cell movement, and to me, it doesn't get much better than that. It doesn't get much clearer than that. To see you there interviewing for Rebel Moon, something that you obviously don't support. According to some, according to alcoholics and shills,
That was funny as hell.
It's
so natural.
I mean, clearly, there's a love for Zack Snyder in this community, and that's very, very obvious. And everything that you do, and all the events that you guys have gone to, and everything that we've all done together as a collective community. I mean, it just gets better and better. And I mean, it does, and I guess it really doesn't matter how many years this goes on, as long as the goal is eventually reached.
Y'all see that end, right?
It's beautiful. Yeah.
Y'all see that end, right?
It's beautiful. That end says it all.
Woo-wee. Says it all. It says it all right there. Yeah, man. I'm just glad that you guys enjoy what we've been able to do, right? And I just try to keep that in mind whenever we're trying to go about how we're going to do these things, right? So I want to thank everybody on the panel. We're actually going to start giving our final thoughts, so we'll go around here. I'll start with the homie Bat Dan. You dig? Bat Dan, what's your final thoughts on everything, man? Just everything that we've done these past 2 years. How have these things kind of hit you? And what do you want to share with the people as we close out?
Yeah, so these last 2 years have been really great. We went from not caring about DC to being depressed about DC to having hope for again. As I said, Sky, you're like Luke Skywalker. You're a new hope. You provided a new hope, in this case for DC fans, because before Cell, it was the Ant-Man 3 strategy. We don't have to win, or I don't have to win. We both just have to lose, referring to James Gunn wanting to lose as well, which wouldn't have done anything. We just had our support to get the proper conclusion to the story that we all love, so we can have a final conclusion, so we can watch Man of Steel, Batman v Superman: Dawn of Justice, and Zack Snyder's Justice League. Watch those movies and knowing the story ends properly, not on a cliffhanger. And we've accomplished so much. We've hyped up Rebel Moon. We've hyped up Twilight of the Gods.
Wait, real quick, Bad Dan, because they were real quick to say that Rebel Moon was a failure and that we weren't going to get Rebel Moon 3 because we didn't support it, right? But can I ask you personally, Bad Dan, that we know that Rebel Moon was a resounding success, does that mean that we get credit for it being an incredible success too, or is it just you know what I'm saying? Like
No,
the fact
to
that
these guys, no.
if
We only get credit for the bad stuff, not the good stuff,
okay, I just wanted to
unfortunately.
ask that question because it seems a little backwards. But go ahead, sir. I'm sorry to cut you off.
No problem. No problem. That's a good question though. But we will get Rebel Moon 3 and 4. It will be the same thing as this model. We'll get the studio cuts and the director's cuts back to back. And prediction. That's how ZSJL 2 and 3 will go down too. We'll get the studio cuts and then we'll get the R-rated director's cuts. So
Oh
that's
my
just my
God, bro!
prediction.
I did, Batman. You just gave me chills, bro. What are you doing?
But anyways, though we've done so much. We've done so much, and through this, I got to meet Sofia Boutella, but also I got to meet great friends. I got to meet great friends, Floyd, Leon, Sky, and you, Zodwriter. I met you again in Homewood, and the community has come together, and that's what I love about this. We've raised more money for AFSP, especially through the Cell shirts, the shirts I'm wearing right now, and yeah, it's been a great 2 years, and I'm confident that we're going to get the announcement. And as I said, when I woke up from my anesthesia last year, the very first thing I said when I woke up from anesthesia, Ezra Miller is innocent, sell ZSJL to Netflix, sell Snyderverse to Netflix. And on that note, have a fantastic day.
Hey, that's dope, right? I was seeing somebody had said earlier that, or they're questioning why we support AFSP so much. One, it is not only a charity that this community has a great amount of respect and support for, but myself as a veteran and a combat veteran, that is definitely an issue that has hit me and a bunch of my battle buddies personally. So there are multiple reasons why we support that charity here, and we're going to continue to do so going into the future. They do a lot of great work, and every time that I've gotten to meet anybody from there, they've been super dope. And I actually need some more wristbands, man, because I need some in some more colors. I actually rock mine like out in the world, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, much love, Bat Dan. But I wanted to pull you up first because I wanted you to actually go over this. This is something that you shared with me earlier that I want to give you a chance to touch on while we're all here. Because you did one of these right for Restore, if I'm not mistaken, correct?
I did.
And
I absolutely did.
Can you kind of let the people know what this is right here?
Yeah, so I wanted to do a simple breakdown of what Cell was, kind of like what we're really asking for with the Cell movement, because it's kind of like Restore. People say, well, what's Restore? Is it
Hey, I don't mean
ZSJL 2
to
and
interrupt
3?
you, Bat Dan, but I just gotta say, I love this type of shit. Like, absolutely love this type of shit. Like, you speaking my absolute language personally and professionally. This is amazing. Continue, sir.
Thank you, no problem. So, with Restore, I did a simple thing where the movies that were in the Snyderverse already released, then different columns made, not released, air cuts, and then what was the bare minimum, which for Restore was Batfleck, ZSJL 2 and 3. And I wanted to do something similar for Cell, and I didn't want to copy and paste Restore because Cell's a different mindset. So what I did is for the release films, I simply went with the ZSJL IP, which was confirmed by Zodwriter and Sin Havoc, which is Man of Steel, Batman v Superman: Dawn of Justice, the Ultimate Edition, and Zack Snyder's Justice League. I wanted to go with those three because people go, oh, what about Aquaman? What about this one? So if you put one other one besides those three, it opens up Pandora's box. But there's a loophole for some of the other ones that you think about. So that's the release films. And then I wanted to go, and then I did a column for the main ask, and I put a little note below, but I put Zack Snyder's Justice League 2 and Zack Snyder's Justice League 3. And then below that I said something like, only
needs to be live action done by Zack Snyder, listing in original intended format for now.
Yes, exactly. Because basically, I'm still going to call it ZSJL 2 and 3 for now. Until if or when an announcement's made, it's just easier for me to say Zack Snyder's Justice League 2 and 3 because that was what the format was going to be. So until an announcement is made and it's changed, that's what it is, as far as I'm concerned. So that's what I'm going to call it. And then I did a column for perfect story completion, which is the Batfleck movie, because even though that's above our main ask, I feel because of the post-credit scene or the extra scene with Lex Luthor and Deathstroke, the story will not perfectly be completed without some form of Batfleck movie. And again, I'm just listing everything as a movie for now until we hear otherwise. Obviously, a series,
That's
yeah,
real.
totally fine too.
I like that.
Thank you. And then I did a perfect Snyderverse completion column, which is, to me, basically saying that if we get this, if Netflix gives us this much, we get that this is the perfect Snyderverse completion, which is Henry Cavill's second Solo Man movie with Brainiac, because he was promised that, and the Ayer cuts. And then I did another director's cuts column. So the Patty Jenkins director's cut for Wonder Woman with the non-butchered third act, and the Muschietti cut of The Flash without Gunny Poo's notes, and as a bonus, a little greedy, I will admit, but with Henry Allen's scenes refilmed with Billy Crudup. And then basically, if Netflix wants to go all in, the other projects. But basically, the idea is this is like different levels of how much Netflix wants to invest, because the reality is we can't determine if Netflix, I mean, maybe Netflix only wants to do ZSJL 2 and 3, but maybe they do ZSJL 2 and 3 and they're like, hey, this was successful. And, and Warner Brothers wants to keep out licensing projects. Let's do the Batfleck movie. Or maybe they want to do the Batfleck movie first. Who knows? But basically the idea is, I break it down to levels. Basically, if Netflix wants to do the bare minimum, or if they want to do everything. Because, to clarify, I don't actually expect Netflix to do every single thing on that list. I do not actually expect that. But basically, just ranging from, in long story of all this rambling, basically, it goes from breaking down to the main ask to if they want to invest everything at all. So that's what Cell is. Our main ask is ZSJL 2 and 3, but it's not above incorporating the other stuff in it as well.
Hey, and we appreciate you breaking that down like that, Bat Dan. That was super dope. And look, we thank you for that kind of stuff, man. That type of stuff is speaking Leon's love language. His love language is messaging.
That and organization. Like, I'm easy. You know what I'm saying? You get these draws, women, that is. You organize. But like, baby, I made this grocery list. Oh my God, look at this list. These draws, woman. But no, real talk though, Bat Dan, that was great, man. That was perfect. And I love how you highlighted the Batfleck film as something that is necessary to complete this, because you're right. At the end of ZSJL, one of the biggest things, other than, the obvious, like another sequel to that literal movie, the obvious spinoff would be the Batfleck film. And it was so cool that, like, Zach, in his original plan, wanted that to be springboarded like that. That's freaking awesome. You know what I mean? So how much passion he was pouring into the character of Batman.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
He said,
I was going to say, Ben Affleck went out of his way to not reveal details of his script at Full Circle.
Yep.
Which Josh was there
when
and
Joshua
asked him.
Herrera asked one of the greatest questions. You know what I'm saying? That brother definitely held back. He was like, well,
he was ducking and dodging. You know what I mean? And then, man, this thing.
And then I end up asking Zach about, damn it, I got that recorded. Actually, I made like a statement. That's what it was. It was a statement towards like why those questions weren't answered. Because Zach went out of his way to tell major details. So did Ben. But when it came to that specific stuff, it was like, oh,
Batman stuff was off the table. They was not
way off the
talking about
table.
no Batman stuff. And I was like, that's funny, because why, because everything else that was pretty much not going to happen, they was being honest about it. But Batman, mum was the word, right?
I wouldn't be surprised if behind the scenes artist equity is going ham trying to figure out a way to get that project made.
Bro. Hell yeah, bro. You know that they still need that.
At his office, he has a big statue, a Batman statue in his office. Or at the artist equity office, man. So
bro, he had a bat cave in his house, bro.
Yeah, bro. That motherfucker's Batman, bro. Him and Richard Centrone are the only Batman I acknowledge, bro.
Right.
And may he rest
Jeffrey
in
Dean
peace,
Morgan
Kevin
for
Conroy.
Kevin
Flashpoint.
Conroy, right? Hey, right.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey, I ain't seen Jeffrey Dean Morgan yet, bro. I seen Ben Affleck and Richard
Oh
Centrone.
man.
I
Oh,
see.
man.
Hey, I
Hey,
ain't.
real quick, when Ben Affleck showed up to Full Circle, the place erupted. It was like a bomb went off. That shit was crazy.
It was like a
bro.
wrestling fit. Like, yeah.
I done been to sporting events, wrestling events.
Goat.
You know
Yo,
what I'm saying?
Leon just kept
Oh,
yelling
me,
that.
I was going
It's
ham,
the
bro.
goat.
It's the goat. It's the
Yo, I remember that video.
Hey, don't let him lie to y'all,
That
bro.
particular voice
Leon,
did come through loud and clear in that moment. Ben Affleck came through.
Leon fanboyed out, y'all. Do not
I
let him
sure
lie to y'all,
did, bro. I did.
The goat.
It's only a few motherfuckers that done made me get way geeky, bro. And he one of them, dog. Like, shout out to him, man. Shout out to him. And I met quite a few people, celebrity wise, but that there was it. The GOAT right there, man. That's crazy.
Crazy.
But anyway, continuing on.
Right. Yeah. Let's go ahead and get Curly Ray's last thoughts, man. How are you feeling, bro? As we kind of discussed this last 2-year period, and how you feel about things going into the future.
One thing's for sure is that, we've definitely been, I think definitely as when we first started, the movement, Netflix has definitely been recognizing, our support and the engagement that we have been giving them. And for us to be, going to these events and, showing Netflix that, hey, we've been rocking out with Zack Snyder. Netflix, I believe, definitely understands that Zack Snyder does get that, type of reaction to people. And for them to see that everybody is, pleased with what Zack Snyder is doing, I think is really increase the chances of for his DC art to continue over at Netflix, which I think is where it needs to be at. And people can, they're free to, think wherever, the Snyderverse should land at. They can think wherever they want to. I just think Netflix is the way to go because Zack Snyder is there. He's got that wonderful relationship with Netflix, and Netflix has also been rocking out with them as well, even Dan Lin. And I think from what I see going on in the future,
Shout out to Dan Lin. We was at the same event, dog.
Was
right?
he at the Epic Rules of Zack Snyder?
Yeah, he was at the Rebel Moon director's cuts.
Yeah.
Rocking out.
Dan Lin?
Yeah.
Yeah, he sure was. That debunked all those little rumors like, oh, is he gonna be against Zach? He was there with all us geeks geeking out.
Bruh, he saw how hyped everybody was. But people was coming in from all across the world. Bro, there was an Asian family that said that they flew all the way over here just to go to this thing.
Asian?
They barely even spoke English.
Yep.
Damn.
Worldwide.
They was rocking out, bro. Like, man, that's why it was so ridiculous, bro. There was like 4 women in that family alone. So it was so crazy when they tried to say that there were no women there. Like, it was so wild, bro. I was like, yo, they are so trying to paint this narrative.
Which
like
is crazy because I know what I saw. I was like, there was women there, bro. There was some women there. I was like, yeah,
I stand by my comment. The reason why those people didn't see any women is because all the women were following you two around.
I wish.
Walk around like the Pied Piper of Hamlin.
Bro, I remember we would go into the bathroom, and every time we would go to the bathroom, they was messing with us because their lines were like way shorter. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because obviously there's going to be more dudes, but there was enough women there where they were like, "Oh my god, ha ha ha," just making fun. I was like, listen. Anyway, I'm trying to be gentlemanly, but
Yeah, crazy, man.
Someone was eating real right and dressed nice and smelling good. No women, you got me messed up. I'm honestly, like, real quick side note, for a nerd sci-fi event, there were some baddies, bro. Get out of here.
That's what I'm saying, bro. That's why it was
What?
so ridiculous, bro. For like a rated R version of a Netflix movie, dog, like some sci-fi,
Yeah, bro.
out
Like,
there, gory, sex driven. You know, come on,
I ain't see no schmeagles, man. It was some baddies, bro.
right?
Respect to them.
Man.
Shout out to them.
Much love though, man. But go ahead though, Curly Ray. I'm sorry, I just had to interject with the whole Dan Lin thing.
Oh yeah, that's almost pretty much had to say. Like I said, I think from what we're looking towards in the future, I think we still need to continue what we're doing, and continue to support Netflix, continue to support Zack Snyder's work, especially the LAPD movie or even the UFC movie that's coming out. And I think the road. It looks like to me this movie is steering in the right direction. I think it's leading towards a path to where I think that this is going to lead into something big, and I just think we need to continue to rock out with Cell and continue to support Netflix.
Hey, I was telling Leon the other day, they better not have no events for that LAPD movie because y'all think that they gonna have anything about the LAPD and I ain't pulling up. Are you crazy? Are you crazy? Man, they better not have, man. Look, anyway, let me moving forward, Mama Bear, can you give your final thoughts, please, on just the past 2 years? Like you've been here this entire time, kind of rocking out and seeing these things happen. So what are your final thoughts on all this as we kind of close on out?
No, I have been here since the day one, back when you were doing the walking videos, and those were always fun to watch.
I used to walk around my job on my lunch breaks, y'all, and shoot little 10-minute videos with headphones on, mind
you. When they made that Henry Cavill announcement, the level of almost depression that hit everyone. It was like a fog hit the entire fandom. And you came in with that fog light of Cell. It was that moment that S stands for hope, Skywalker stands for hope. Thank you, baby, for doing that. It has been a wild ride. Yes, we have seen people waver. We have seen people, walk away. And that's on them. Those of us who believe will always be here, and we are ready. We aren't giving up this fight. At the end of the day, it will be 300 standing against a giant.
Right? Oh yeah. They will know that even a God King can bleed. Yo, much love, Mama Bear. We appreciate you stopping through and for showing your support as always. Right?
Always.
Moving forward. We got the homie Floyd Lawton, Deadshot, Headshot. What's going on, bro? What's your final thoughts as we close on out, man, on everything and how this whole thing has been going, Brody? Yeah.
In reference to the last 2 years, I just want to express gratitude for everything. First of all, everyone on the panel, everything you guys do consistently on a daily basis to keep this train moving forward since day one. I really appreciate it, especially considering how my home life is and whatnot and how busy I can be. Sometimes I don't feel as though I'm putting as much work as I should. So I definitely appreciate everything you guys do on a daily basis and just making things fun for everybody as well. I couldn't imagine waking up and just, being an individual who openly hates on everything, not passionate about anything, but my passion is to hate. I couldn't imagine doing that. So I appreciate the way you guys represent yourselves, the way you guys move. And like coming out to California was a dope time getting to meet you guys in person. And then I appreciate the way you guys cover things, like we talked about, you guys cover everything Zach, whether it's the 300 series, whether on Warner Brothers, mind you, you're covering everything.
Right.
So for anyone to say that you guys, don't talk about Zach, or you guys spend more time hating, is just ridiculous and outright wrong. So I appreciate y'all. And I look forward to what the future brings, getting Zack Snyder's Justice League 2 and 3 released. I appreciate you, Bat Dan, for mentioning that Deadshot movie, even though, it's slim chance, but, hey, appreciate you putting it out there, brother. So,
Anytime. Hey, Will Smith lowered his stock by slapping Chris Rock, so.
Yo.
Hey, Deadshot was supposed to be in the Nightmare League. So, like.
Oh, yeah. Facts.
Hey,
for sure.
I know Floyd love that.
I was eating good, bro. I had the Deadshot solo film. He might have been in the Batfleck movie. Had the sequel to the Air Cut. I was eating good, bro. I was living life, and then this happened. So y'all instilled a new sense of hope after all that destruction. So I appreciate y'all, and looking forward to the future.
Hey, I feel so crazy for Floyd, man. Can y'all imagine your favorite actor ever getting cast as your favorite comic book character ever, and then it totally just doesn't pan out the way that it was supposed to?
Right.
That had to be crazy, man.
Yeah, bro. It really hurt, but this movement has definitely helped alleviate a lot of that hurt, and looking forward to getting this sold to Netflix expeditiously.
I'm sorry, I just want to clarify something real quick. When I said Will Smith's stock going down, I meant that he'll cost less, meaning that there's a chance for him to be in more projects. That's what I
was picking up what you was putting down, bro. I understood.
All right. Much like, and R.I.P. David Lynch for sure, and Jonathan.
Oh my goodness, yeah, David
that
Lynch.
was crazy. Hey, it's in having me roll. He's like, "Where's the coverage?" Yeah, that's hilarious, yo. But yo, shout out and thank you, Floyd, man. We appreciate you pulling up, man. It's always a pleasure, dog. And that's a hard hoodie. I got the same one.
Hey.
That hoodie's hard, bro.
Oh yeah, believe me. Right. I make sure I don't dry this. I gotta make sure I maintain it.
Yeah, for sure. Right. Moving on. Next, we got the homie Josh Herrera. Josh, what's going on, bro? You've been rocking out, man. It then came from the shadows all the way to the forefront, man. What's going on? What's your final thoughts, man? As we kind of reflect on these last 2 years.
No, thanks to you, Sky. Thanks to the panel. Thanks to everyone in the chat, man. This community, like this deserves to be celebrated, because this is like so much. This is evolution. This is how like you win, like Zach said. The fans do it.
Evolution. Even Forbes said that, mind y'all. Even Forbes said that this is the evolution.
Evolution always wins.
Right. Who was in Evolution? Leon. That was
David
Randy
Duchovny.
Orton and them, right? Huh?
Orton.
Oh, you talking about the wrestling group? I thought you were talking about the movie. Oh yeah, Randy Orton, Triple H, Ric Flair, Dave Bautista.
I see. I knew Leon was gonna know.
Mystery. Summer change, no one sees.
But yeah, much love, y'all. But go ahead, Josh.
No, but I mean, all you guys, it's been like a pleasure to get to know, connect with, and just bond and share passion with. And I've been very proud of the fact that you guys have been rocking out and then doing like charity shirts and all kind of work. Shout out to Good Austin, member of the Cool Table, that he's been doing some AFSP walks, and so this community has inspired like real life, change. And I think that this carries the message of the Snyder Cut, this community, the passion, and the community of the fights for justice, essentially. And that's all we're doing. I think we're doing it logically. I think it's fair. I love that you guys recapped from the beginning, because there's receipts out there. So just check it out. If you're new, Room for more. All right. Just proof is
Google me, homie.
With room for more. God help
room
us.
for more. God help us. So.
You can just Google Skywalker the Jedi and it's all there. Google hashtag sales ZSJ on Netflix. It's all there. Google
Receipt.
sales Snyderverse on Netflix. It's all there. All of them. Just.
I'm a fan of receipts, guys. Y'all
know Josh love them receipts, y'all.
Yeah.
For sure.
I like the proof. So, but you guys are doing amazing. I'm glad to be here celebrating 2 years, and I'm super proud of all the hard work, and I appreciate everyone. So, shout out to y'all.
Hey, for sure, Josh. We appreciate that. And
shout out to you too, Josh.
Matter of fact, he mentioned the AFSP shirts. Let me go ahead and play this video because we may be bringing some of these back. And here's a little hint at something right now.
Let's do it.
Oh my god.
For sure. Hey, much
might be my favorite shirt too.
Much love to the homie, the good Austin. Happy anniversary, fam. Just getting a chance to hop in. It's my anniversary too. Thank you all, especially the panel members for doing what you do, individually fueling the collective. Much love to the homie, the good Austin. Give my regards to the wifey. You dig?
Happy anniversary to you too. And Austin's wife, amazing woman.
She's a trooper.
Oh yeah, for sure.
She's a trooper. We was out there playing beach pong. She was going hard.
Got some wheels too.
She was going
a lot
hard.
of pictures.
Hey, facts. And it's super dope. So we appreciate y'all. Much love. He said, that's my Green Lantern. This stream is on fire. Hey, yeah, this whole stream been on fire. Hey, y'all got to check it out, man. It's been all type of jokes. We had people calling in pretty much. They sent videos in, very heartfelt stuff. Man, it's been a crazy stream. So please check this out. To the homie, let's move on. We got Zod Ryder in the building, right? What's going on, Zod? What's your thoughts on these last 2 years, man? As everything is kind of played out, and just where has your head on the whole thing, bro?
Well, it's just been an amazing 2 years, and I gotta give a shout out to the great A-Pass because her message to all of us just warmed my heart. It was amazing to see her again coming and voicing her view on everything, and it's always a pleasure to see her and this entire 2 years for this movement. I don't know, guys, it seems like it's been going on for a lot longer than 2 years, but I guess that's just because of where it all started with from the beginning, me being a veteran from the very beginning with Release the Snyder Cut, all the way to where we are now. It just kind of feels like it's been going on for eons. But I gotta say, shout out to the Cool Table. You guys have made it fun, and the whole movement has been amazing. And we may not be a super large group, but one thing is for sure, we are damn sure effective, and that's really all that matters. We're effective, and things are getting done, and the message is getting heard, and I don't think you can really ask for more than that, except
That's that word they hated, Zod.
What Bat Dan put on that paper. I mean, that's really where we are. I mean, that paper. I mean, Bat Dan, you really laid it out. So, I mean, hopefully we get it all. We take everything.
Exactly. Hopefully, fingers crossed. And Sim Havoc says a lot of that stuff's possible. So
there's a couple words they hate. Effective. Facts.
And
excommunicado.
excommunicado.
Those are like 3 words I use all the time too. That's kind of nuts.
Right? I hate that
I say
excommunicado.
facts all the time.
And excommunicado.
No one says it like Liam.
That shit
excommunicado.
Bruh,
That
that
shit
shit'll
said-
bring down a group, bro.
Facts, bro. Hey, damn, I just said facts. Facts, bro. No, real talk. Like, good lord, people crash out over that fucking word. Like, that shit's crazy.
But go ahead, Zod.
But but again, I think this movement is beautiful. I think everybody in this movement is beautiful, and I just think it's just gonna get better and better as time goes on. Hopefully, we're not doing it forever, but the reality is that if we've got to fight a little longer. I mean, we know what's coming. We know that the current regime is going to fail and they're going to fall hard. And when they do, there's going to have to be something to pick it all back up. So
Hey, Netflix told me that they interested. So until I get some type of notification that.
And I love what you said about, Dan Lin. You said he was rocking out too, and he's the new Netflix guy. He's the guy that replaced Scott Stuber. So
there.
Yo,
It was
I
crazy.
guarantee you that other events don't go off like that, bro. Like it was it was so much energy there. People flying. Oh my God, I'm Zack Snyder fan. Don't even speak English, dog.
I'm reminded of a quote. Of a quote from Colonel Sanders. Are you Zack Snyder?
Hey, yo. No. Somebody mistook me for Zack Snyder.
In what world?
Somebody mistook me for Zack Snyder once, right? Crazy. But get out of here, dog. Nah, but we appreciate you being on Zod and for adding in your expertise, bro. Because you have been here since the release days.
Wait, who said that shit? Colonel Sanders?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Bruh.
He said that somebody mistook him for Zack Snyder. Wasn't even that long ago.
Mm-hmm.
Bruh.
He said it on it was the Horowitz interview. He said that at the very end. He couldn't.
Oh, that's why
He just couldn't wait to name drop Zack Snyder. He had to because Zack Snyder lives in his head rent free. So he had to drop Zack Snyder somewhere, and that was all he could think of. He had to make up some fake story about being mistaken for Zack Snyder.
You know what one of my favorite memes that's come out of this whole thing, right? Get in there and make it about Snyder. That's exactly what he did.
Facts.
Snyder was able to make 4 movies with 166 million and a box of scraps. Okay. Right? Nah, that's but thank you for coming through, Zod. We appreciate you, bro.
Always a pleasure, man. I'll be here till the bitter end, just like all of us. And the thing is it's not gonna be a bitter end. It's gonna be a triumphant end because we're gonna get everything.
Hey, I'm happy, bro. And when ZSJL ends up on Netflix, bro, just know that it's gonna be a bad day for y'all. Right? It's gonna be a bad day. All right. But
they better
Leon,
shut down their accounts.
Leon, before I ask you about your final thoughts, man, because I have to be petty again for 1 second. Can you talk about the Zack Snyder hour from the other night, bro, and how that impacted you, and like what's your thoughts on that word before we get out of here?
It's funny, man, because like Floyd, he said exactly what me and Sky were talking about literally earlier today. How crickets it was. So I know the silence was deafening. You know what I'm saying? It was like so apparent to not just, me and you, but like everybody who watched it and who was like aware of the conversation that go on afterwards. You know what I'm saying? Because we'll do streams that are like lightweight, that has nothing to do with nobody, and we'll get chatter. That one was very specific and aimed at very specific individuals, and nothing, crickets, dry, nothing. It's quite hilarious. The thing that really stuck out to me was, other than that, was the numbers as you were doing your stream. It was very telling.
Oh yes, please speak on that, sir. Like how does a channel, just for clarification's sake, just so y'all
weird,
understand in the chat, that channel has 41,000 subscribers. Okay, 41,000. I have 2. Now I ain't no mathematician, you know what I'm saying? But that channel seems to be larger than mine by orders of magnitude, right? And yet
somehow Sky is competing with it, if not lapping it.
Crazy
insanity. So
I'd be embarrassed.
Not only that, if I'm the viewers, I'm questioning the validity, right? The few viewers, I'd be questioning the validity of said channel up and down. And it brings me to a conversation about, just briefly, me and Sky had about just the overall conversation of plants and why they're here. It's a conversation that Curly Ray has been involved with recently, where they try to call him out and act like he doesn't have a point, where these people come out literally in droves saying almost a carbon copy of the same post, right? It's quite interesting. And then these same accounts go at Curly Ray almost at the same time. And it's like, bro, the reason you're doing this is because you all look the same and you all got called out. Duh. So I'm going to just say this, because we've said this before, but I'm just going to reiterate this. The YouTube was a landscape, almost like a new frontier almost. Of something to pioneer, right? It used to be a place for people like, hey, it's the Juggernaut, bitch, where you could just go on, make little funny videos. There used to be this one channel where this guy, he used to do like bacon streams. He put bacon on everything, funny stuff, right? And then it got taken over by corporations, where guys like us, ladies and gents who just kind of like to edit and do videos and wanted to make some money on the side, I guess, it got taken over by corporations. They have whole events and seminars that teach you how to build channels, right? These companies set aside budgets. So
which I'm going to the next one, by the way, and y'all know what I'm gonna do.
Facts.
If I go, we all in there, you know what I'm saying? Yep. Like we all 100%. In that jar, you dig? So we all gonna get this knowledge. Mm-hmm. We all gonna see what's popping.
Right, because we've been doing this on the strength of us being fans. These people have companies that hire them out and have budgets set aside to steer narratives. That's why you see a guy like an alcoholic or a shill, they don't have passion for this shit. They don't care. They're just out there to steer narratives.
So they can get paid.
But not even. So you guys are thinking big. Think smaller than that. The bigger picture is you need little people and bots out there to push a narrative. Imagine why a shill would kill all his videos. That's killing money. He doesn't care, because that's not why he's there. His mission is to control the narrative, and whatever that narrative may be, coming from on high. Same thing with the alcoholic. He stands up there in his little podium looking stance, moving around funny, saying the same dumb shit all the time.
Greasy ass hair.
This is just me seeing clips, because I don't watch his channel.
Which I can confirm, by the way, his hair is greasy as shit. Greasy as shit. No, it's facts, bro. This is not hyperbole.
I'm like, bro,
you didn't take a bath before you came to the fucking Rebel Moon premiere, dog.
So it's like So it's like lard. So it's like lard type grease. Just to be sure, just to be clear, it's very.
Bruh, I'm
it's
talking
that
about
type of like.
2004 Evanescence fan.
Oh
You know
my
what I'm
God.
saying? Like, about the
Wake me up.
inside. Wake me up inside, man. Bruh.
I am vision.
You know
I am justice.
bruh.
Wow.
This is real talk right now. Oh yeah, but look, I can't even. I'm sorry, Leon. Go ahead.
No,
Bro.
you good. No, I mean that's real. Like
Wow.
these individuals, they're not there.
Individuals.
They're not there for a purpose like monetization. That will make sense, right? Getting money, all that good stuff. I'm not saying they don't take money or earn money. Of course they do, but they're not dependent on their channel to do much of anything. They get paid whatever little bit they get paid from whatever corporations that are attached to studios. This is for sure. This is for certain. Like there's no other way to look at it, right? So that's why when they see platforms like us, they see communities like us who are outside of the narrative norm, right? We're steering the narrative. They can't have that. They can't have the idea of a Netflix securing something that could do something devastating to the potential studio that pays them, right? That's why you'll see them championing other, things like an Amazon. You'll see them slip that in every once in a while, or a Paramount. I'm not saying these are wrong for us to think these things. I'm saying them specifically. They'll say something specific as, I keep saying specific because it's real. Netflix, that's a stupid idea. But the same idiot will say Amazon. That same idiot. Like, so if I swap out the word Netflix and put Amazon, suddenly it becomes a brilliant idea? Or is it the same fucking idea, but just two different studios? Like, it's bonkers.
Because Amazon is so much better, bro.
Right.
They're so much better.
And that's the thing. To wrap up my thoughts on that is just to say, guys, we have to remain in realization of what we're dealing with. Frauds and plans. It's quite simple. And that is what I took away from that stream, is what I always take away. We are authentic. This is the Syndicate Network.
Not the synthetic network.
Thank you. Exactly. You took the words right out of my mouth. As far as final thoughts about all this, it has been a long road. And it's been great. Even the downs were great because it showed us that when we're so-called down, that's when we have our wits about us. You know what I'm saying? And it's kind of scary for them. As someone who's, for lack of a better phrase, a behavioralist, I can tell when my ops are shaking, when their hands are quivering. You know what I mean? It's quite awesome to see. And the one that was kind of there as a part of the little trinity that we had for a little minute. I remember when they were acting all funny, and the responses that I would give them, they were like, like it was unexpected. And I'm just like, you've been dealing with us for how long, and you don't expect this level of rebuttal intellect? I don't understand. To see that they try to tear us down from within, even when that person said, guys, you don't want to lose me because I don't want to bring this fandom down. I don't want to bring what you guys been doing down, like, because my presence,
I don't want to kill the movement.
Yeah, like as if to say their presence is the reason why the movement was powerful. And I just thought that was funny. What did I say to them?
That was a crazy thing to hear.
What did I say to them?
I'm not sure specifically, but I'm sure I could check.
It was some shit to the effect of like, because I think I verbalized it. Oh yeah,
if you know, you know.
Yeah. I ain't gonna say that. I ain't gonna say what I was about to say. Thank you for saying that. But I verbalized it. I think I said something like,
"Oh no, you definitely did verbalize your response, and I did as well." Yeah.
I said, what the fuck did I say? Oh, I think I said, like basically I said, like, if you think that you leaving, I want you to leave, actually, if that's the case.
Pretty much.
Yeah. Like I want
Pretty
you to
much.
leave. Like
Crazy.
But anyway.
And look at what happened since then. I mean, we got Scott Stuber on board.
Lost
Went
the
to Rebel Moon
Lane
premiere.
and gained Scott Stuber. Isn't that
Right?
crazy? Met
up with Wes and DJ and
gained the Snyder family, essentially.
Man, right? Crazy.
Shout out to Ed Skron, everybody. But yeah,
Yeah.
like even the downs weren't really downs, man. Like the L's that we took, quote unquote, were just lessons learned. You know, I used to say that life lessons, love, right? The L's. You know what I'm saying? Like the L's weren't really like L's because we fumbled. It was because opposition reached an impasse. They didn't know what to do, so they pivoted.
Yeah,
they jumped off the train. And y'all remember what I used to say about that, right?
It's dangerous.
That shit is dangerous. You can't get back on board. It's still speeding. It's gone. It's left you. We are here now. And thanks to all of you on this panel and everybody who's listening, watching in the chat. You know, you are the reason why this long trip continues to be fun and continues to be worth it. I appreciate you guys. Shout out to Zach, Debbie, the crew, for pretty much meeting us almost with open arms. You know, we were talking to Debbie quite a bit during these events, and she was cool. Like, she's some of my favorite conversations too, because it doesn't feel like PR bullshit. It feels like a woman who is happy and passionate and dedicated and understands what she's about to get when she's talking to you. She's about to get, with me, I was chill, but like she's ready for the overly hyped nerd, right? And she's just ready for passion and ready for people who love her husband. You know, you got to be a strong woman to deal with that. Someone who's dealing with like all these different personalities, hyper and excited, coming at her and her family, you know, and she handles it like a queen. So yeah, shout out to her. And just shout out to all the experiences we've had, to everybody that showed up to the Syndicate Network event. Shout out to the homies that we met through these events. Shout out to Brett Colbert. Shout out to the Colberts in general. His wife's awesome. Just shout out to everybody. So many freaking names. Shout out to APAS. Her and I always converse, and she's always a ray of light. She's dope, man. Got a good head on her shoulders. She's always like rocking out and praying for us. You know what I'm saying? She a good chick. She cool. So shout out to APAS. Shout out to the cool table. Shout out to the cool table.
Shout out to the cool table.
Thank you, Zach, for that.
Forever dying.
You know what I'm saying?
It's never dying, dog.
I gotta end it on the cool table because that's where it started. You know what I'm saying? Like, this brother Sky, what an eye for talent. This dude got 3 random people to rock out with him, and we ended up being talented in different things that don't even cross over with one another. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, Austin's a great producer. You know, like, I say producer because we're talking sound, we're talking editing, we're talking everything production wise that you see, have seen, or want to see. Austin's got it. Necron is always that sage, wise rocker who has come in the clutch on like interesting things. You know, like
I was just saying earlier, him hosting that panel with
100%
was like so dope, and he was the perfect person to do that, man.
And gaining information behind the scenes.
Facts.
Like with Wes, shout out to that.
Right. It's
Facts. You know, and then me, everybody knows what the hell I do. You know, this is crazy. The Cool Table, doing what we do, man. Taking Sky's idea.
Y'all don't let him lie to y'all. Like,
Say what?
I was like, Leon don't be doing shit.
I don't.
Do not let him lie to y'all.
I'm just there for the girls, bro. That's what you don't know.
The girls that don't show up to Zack Snyder events.
Exactly. So I'm disappointed every time. I'm just sitting in the corner like, when are they coming? Yeah. But nah, taking Sky's idea and skyrocketing it to pretty much throughout the multiverse. I'm gonna just say that, bro, because it ain't stopping, man. And when this idea comes to fruition, you better shut down your channels and your accounts.
Oh my god, bro.
Because we are going to be so petty. I'm gonna say this last thing and I'm done. The reason why we are the way we are is because it's natural, number one. Number two, though, it's because y'all made us this way. Like, think about that, right? You made us this way. How the hell else are we supposed to respond? You know, we can't be soft. We can't be lame. We have to come correct. We have to make sure the T's and the I's
can't be greasy and
facts
and drunk, and
we have to bring our own shoes.
We have to wash our hair, bro.
Yeah, like, hair washed.
There's no way I could show up with a head full of dandruff, bro, and like old gel. You know what I'm saying?
Old gel.
I'm talking about. There's something about Mary. Is that hair gel type shit? Like that's how it looked, dog. And I was like, yo, man, bro, like how dare this guy? And I'm way taller than him, so I'm looking down into his scalp, and I can see this.
Ouch! Ooh,
you know what I'm saying? Wow. Like, how dare
that's
you
terrible.
be next to me with your hair looking like that and think that I'm not going to see it, bro? Like, what's wrong with you, bro?
Easy work.
I have to look down. You know what I mean? Like, I can't look eye to eye with you, bro. Like,
they sold hats at that event too.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, rock a Rebel Moon hat, put a Netflix hat on.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Something.
You know?
Or wash your hair. That's also an option.
And that's free. He can wash his hair for free.
Bruh. Crazy.
And this is what you get. When you come at, like, I'm just saying, man, like, I don't want to hear everybody keeps saying, they keep using terms, right, when they describe us and our actions, and I'm like, this is not the totality of us. Like, we chill, man. Everybody that's met us has never had nothing but a good time. You know what I'm saying? And been able to be themselves. But when you are against us, you're gonna get the opposite. You're gonna get that backhand, literally or metaphorically. I'm just saying, allegedly for legal purposes. Anyway, I'm gonna wrap this in a bow. Thank y'all. Much love to y'all. You guys are everything. Shout out to the Syndicate Network. Shout out to Zack Snyder Cell Movement. And happy anniversary. We're going to get it. Cell is the way.
For sure, man. Look, first, I want to thank everybody for being on this panel. First and foremost, you guys are all amazing. Everybody that was on here, and even if you had to dip, shout out to APAS who sent in a video, right? Just everybody who was part of the live chat, everybody that's going to be part of the replay crew. I'll try to keep this quick because I know that this is getting late and I got people on the East Coast. You know what I mean? But this community, right, is meant a lot to me, right? Every time that we are really making these choices on what we're going to do, I know I keep saying that, but you guys genuinely are at the forefront of every single thing that we do. When it comes to how we move, how we go about having these types of conversations, just every single thing. When it comes to having to distance ourselves from certain platforms, right? That in and of itself as well comes from us having to worry about how this is going to affect the community and how this is going to look optic wise, right? But us doing so and kind of running things like that is part of the reason why we have made it this far. I wholeheartedly believe that, right? We've had people that have rocked out with us and have chosen for whatever reasons to go in separate directions, and that is all fine. I actually wish everybody is the best, even though I will absolutely destroy them content wise. My platform will be bigger than each and every single one of theirs. The Syndicate Network as a whole is going to grow into a very, very fruitful thing that we're all going to be able to be. We will all be able to take a part in this thing because we all stayed true and we were genuine people. That is what happens when you are genuine. When you move in ways in which you're like snaking people and not really being honest with your intentions, it always comes back to bite you. If you look at the world right now, you see it happening in all these different avenues. People that have been behaving a certain way and have acted like things were just going to be that way forever, and they are quickly finding out that no, that is not the way that things are going to work. It's not the way that things have ever worked. Karma is absolutely real. I believe that, and we have done nothing but continue to just show passion in the fight for what we love. And there's nothing wrong with that. There is nothing wrong with being a part of this fandom. There is nothing wrong with having conversations about stuff that you enjoy. And passion is not wrong, right? And we can't let anybody be able to take your passion from you, because if they're able to take your passion from you, then that is something that leaves you without hope. That is when you start getting close to the anti-life equation type shit. You know what I'm saying? So we cannot allow that to happen, right? I really went through what I kind of define as like a life-changing experience recently. It has significantly shifted my focus, my view on all these things, on how we're having these conversations, and just things that we're going to be doing going forward. And I think that a big part of why this shift is happening is because we are operating totally knowing that what we are doing is right, and that we are just continuing to fight. Like, this is not a fight that I feel any type of hesitancy over. Right. I know why we need these films. I know that the impact that these films have had on the world has been great. I've ran into too many people that have told me how much that ZSJL in and of itself just affected them personally. I know that film saved lives. So that means that us having to fight to get that film out and eventually doing it saved lives. That legit happened. So if that happened with ZSJL, what can happen if we can get the completion to this thing? How many lives could be saved? That is a legit thing. Like, I think that these films have meant so much more than people give it credit for. I know we watch them and they're just dope to a lot of us, but I truly think that these films are special. Like, they're very, very special, and they hit people, and they resonate with people in a very, very special way that I've seen few films resonate with people ever. Right? So continuing to fight for these things is definitely going to be something that I'm going to keep doing. I have, along with the rest of the Syndicate Network, we've been contemplating cultivating a lot of plans on how to keep this thing going. And it's just at this point, you know, there is nothing that's going to be able to stop this train. I'm still going to be telling that story time when ZSJL ends up on Netflix, right? And it's going to shock the hell out of y'all. And it's going to be a tribute to my late friend, Mikey Sutton, right? But it's going to be special. And look, I don't take any of this for granted. I don't take any of you guys for granted. Any of your efforts, your time, your patience, your sweat. You guys staying up late, sending out tweets, showing up for streams, the super chats, the memberships, whatever you guys have done, right? Like whatever it is, we appreciate each and every single thing. And I always say, and I truly, truly mean this, we needed every single one of these things, and whatever you can give is whatever that we need. If it's some tweets, then hey, we cool with that. Whatever it is, if it's a comment, if it's a like, it's whatever it is exactly what we needed. So you know, much love and appreciation to all of you guys. We are going to be here to keep the lights on, and we're going to continue to rock out. It's a lot of stuff happening, and it's a great time to be excited. A lot of good things are on the horizon. And lastly, but certainly not least, that Zack Snyder hour that I did was one of my favorite episodes, yo. And you know, I just want to say this in closing. You know, just leave me the fuck alone. Like, just leave me the fuck alone, and everything will be cool. You know?
Facts.
Or maybe not. You know what I'm saying? You know, and keep making me do what you make me do. So any final words before we close out, y'all? Because we about to end everything.
Have a bat-tastic day.
Yeah, don't tell no lies about me. I won't tell no truths about you.
Them superpowers are getting neutralized. I can only watch in silence. The famous streamer we once knew is looking paranoid, now spiraling. You're moving just like a degenerate. Every antic is feeling distasteful. Look, I'm final words. Zod, Floyd, anybody?
Real recognize real.
Amen. They've been all excommunicadoed.
For sure. All right, y'all. We on out of here. We're gonna catch y'all next time. Y'all make sure to have that notification bell smash so you know when I'm going live next time. You dig? Peace.
Bang.